where it is. Other half of my earphones.
Nah.
Holy.
So average, I ain't tall like that. We just trying to show a little respect. Maybe you go forward. I'm the one that you need.
I don't know why there's music on this, first of all, but I just wanted everybody to see the greatness that we were experiencing. You feel me from this end? You feel me? I hope everybody's doing well. Listen, she is a talent, and what she has been doing in that backyard has been so impressive.
Backyard to yard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen somebody juggle and sit down. And sit down, man. Generational.
I could play it again.
Generational talents.
Oh yeah, we go Bayley.
Yard.
Listen, salute to everybody that's watching live and direct, and of course, video playback. Salute to everybody that's, you feel me, listening to the audio feed. You feel me? You missed something amazing. Bayley's been doing great stuff in her backyard. She's been training, man, and it's been different. The squats and all of that, man. It's been amazing. It's been amazing to see. I hope you've all been enjoying it because I have.
Yeah. Nobody sit down like her, you know what I'm saying? Sit down and juggle. That's like rubbing your stomach and pat your head at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do that?
I don't know, man.
The eye-hand coordination, and then she shot him into the cornhole thing.
Oh man,
left-handed.
Oh man,
that's
Yammer, man.
That's Yammer for you, man. Who?
Caitlin Clark. Who?
Talent.
No, I was just trying to play along. You feel me? That's all.
Mac Jones.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about salute to everybody in the chin that slide through one time for the one time. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Y'all good?
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
Good?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
all right, cool.
Rent, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You got another.
Okay, so. Okay, cool. So that's how you know everything's super good. You feel me? That's out the way. I ain't got to worry about nothing. You feel me? It's all money in after that. You feel me? Of course, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, regular bills and stuff, but you know,
take care of you took as long as you took care of those, or you feel me, like you in line to take care of those. You feel me? You straight. You straight.
Well, as long as you got food, your rent, whatever you pay for your streaming services, and enough money to do your laundry. If you don't have a laundry thing in your house, you know what I'm saying, you straight. You know what I'm saying, you got to put that in the budget. Everything else is just extra.
A laundry thing.
Yeah, I have a laundry card. You know what I'm saying, I live in an apartment.
Oh yeah.
I have a laundry card that had to load up.
Yeah, you got to load the money on it. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm already knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, these motherfuckers be like, yo man, you got to put at least $10 online. Nigga, I got one load to do. You know what I'm saying? I got to it's $1.75 and $1.25 to dry. You know what I'm saying? All I need is 3 right now.
Oh yo, real rap.
Oh man.
Real rap.
Go put a minimum on here, man.
Shit like that.
Shit like that. You guys want to go ahead and get the show started, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, why not?
Tell him. I probably send your bitch to give me some chicken. If you ain't knowing, love, it's the list.
Button.
Guess what?
What?
I lied.
I lied.
Ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, elderly people and twerkers, we present to you another edition of the Public Enemies Podcast. This is episode 308 of the best thing since wrestling. I go by the name of Oh My God Graham, here with a few of my friends. here with a few of my friends. I hope everybody's doing swell. I hope everybody's doing amazing. I hope everybody's doing great. Once again, right back at it with Big Match Jizzle. You feel me? Oh my God, Trap McAfee in the building. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, anytime that you wake up breathing with a roof over your head is a good day.
Oh yeah.
I hate my job though, but yeah.
And money on your laundry card, right?
Yo, man, at least, man, there's 11:48. There's 11:50 on that bitch.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there waiting for me to. Oh man, I'm gonna watch so much unnecessary shit. I'm gonna watch these cargo shorts that I ain't worn in 2 years. I'm about to watch these motherfuckers. Why not? It's about to be hot.
The Waco Kid, all about the Benjamin, man. Benny the Butcher, what's going on, my boy?
Yo, what's going on? Like CJ said earlier, rent has been paid, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm like every month. You know, y'all, no vacations, no breaks, no like, hey man, how come it's always, yo, can we when are you gonna pay it? Never, hey, I'll let you slide this month. It's never that. You're greedy. I'm good.
Uncle Sam always want his chicken, man. He always want his piece. He always want his little, you know what I'm saying, his portion. You feel me?
Uncle
Sick
Sam,
of this
yo.
nigga. Get rid of this nigga. Shout out to Vori, I guess now.
Yeah, yo, shout out to
Hey
Corey.
man, you know.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Special guest this week, AJ Styles P, man. Bucket Low, like fuck it though. You feel me? What's up with my guy Low from the lead? You feel me? Locker room lead in the building. It's a pleasure to have you. What's up with my boy?
My boy, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be up here at this exclusive platform. I really appreciate the invitation once again. You already know who it is. You always had the utmost respect. It is Lorenzo Pierce, your man AJ Styles P. You know, today I'm kind of low town Philly. You know, I'm in my baseball bag for this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's good to be kicking back as a guest today, man. It's good to be off of work for a day, man. Up here with these guys, man. So you know, as obliged, I appreciate the invitation, man. Jizzle, Ben, you already know. Graham, love y'all, man. So you know,
No,
I just love this shit, man. Love being up here with y'all.
no, we're talking about this right now. You saved Philadelphia for us, nigga, because we didn't know where to go. We didn't know where to get backwoods from. Told us to go to that food hall. You said had the best barbecue ribs deal that I've seen in my life. That was the first place we saw it too. We walked around the whole joint. We went right back to the rib spot. Let's say,
Oh yeah.
Go ahead,
Oh yeah, half a slab. Y'all do the half a slab or the full slab? What y'all do?
No, it was like a little. It was like a deal. It was like, yo, you get like two sides, slab of ribs, and then like a break for $20. And I'm like, what?
At that hour, yeah, you can. Yeah,
You're right. It was the whole thing. You feel me? I was like, oh, okay, they turning up. You feel me? I like that. What can I say? You feel me? But yeah, you feel me? Yeah, definitely.
You a Philly guy.
You did definitely say Philly. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I had them. You feel me? I had them papers, and I was like, I can't do it. It's not in my fabric. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
But it was a pleasure. You feel me? I definitely appreciate it.
You
feel me? And of course, you feel me? The fellowship as well. You feel me? Go ahead, just.
Yeah. When you send us to get the woods at, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, this is right. You know, you get that breath, and you like, oh yeah, this is something.
Oh, the old girl in the Uber.
Yeah,
you feel me?
She was like, you want to go over here? I'm like, yeah.
She was fired. She was like, oh, she said, yeah, you gotta. She said, if you want backwoods, you gotta go to the hood. You feel me? And I was like, that's where we going. You feel me? And we made like 2 more blocks, and she was like, oh yeah, for sure. This where it's at.
I'm gonna hook around. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hook around. I'm gonna park. And then I was like, wait, y'all got Newport 100s for $8. Yo, let me get 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Grandma was like, yo, let me get 3 packs of these backwoods.
You got a 3-pack Shakur? No, I had to. That's why I had to.
I had to get 4. You feel me? Because there was 5. You feel me? I was like, bro. You feel me? I was like, let me get 2 packs of woods. And you feel me? He was like 10. You feel me? And I was like, hey,
we could do that.
Put 2 more on it. You feel me? Double that up. You feel me? One more time. You feel me? You feel me? And I appreciated that. You feel me? I really did. You feel me? Because I came back with a couple of extras. You feel me? And it's definitely beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Out this way, you gonna pay a smooth $11, $12. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. But nah, man. I just wanted to make sure, you know, we got a certain type of cloth coming through during Mania season. You dig what I'm saying? And just, you know, the folks who I've had the opportunity to touch base with, man, just, you know, if there's anything that might have been needed or anything that, you know, folks might give a high review. I definitely don't want folks coming to the city and experiencing nothing bad because we got a lot of that going on.
And a lot of folks be talking about it, and we don't need more of that coverage. You dig what I'm saying? So whenever certain type of cloth, you know what I mean, guys, you know what I mean, likewise come to the city, just making sure that they're going to spend what they need to be spending. You know what I mean? Like the city needs dollars, but these small businesses need it more. You know, we could talk about all that shit, but, you know, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, y'all is comfortable, man, in any way that I could, you know, provide and influence that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that, you know,
and I appreciate that. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got to extend a favor, extend the platform. Mikasa and Sukasa, man. Make yourself comfortable. Let's get into it, man. What y'all want to do? Small package news? Small package news? Let's go ahead and do it. You feel me? Jizzle, you make the call, man. Let's go ahead and do it. Fuck it. All right, man. I don't know if y'all know this. We talked about it like months back. Regardless, though, the trailer dropped for Batista's new movie, The Killer's Game. You feel me? That's out September 13th, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube was originally supposed to be in it, but at this point, his character is actually now being played by Terry Crews. Y'all talk about Ben Kingsley. You feel me? He been in a couple of Marvel joints. You know what? Yeah. That threw me off. I was like, wait,
these niggas don't even look similar.
He just gonna put another black man in the spot and be like, boop, boop, you now. But he was you, and now you, and he him, but you him. You feel me? Yeah, straight like that. That's what they did.
Like America's Got Talent. You know what I'm saying? Got Nick Cannon.
Yeah. Not to mention, Drew McIntyre is also cast in this movie, so he does make an appearance. He's got a little role. I don't know how big, how small. You feel me? Pause. But you know, I'm talking about he gonna be in the movie and he gonna do his thing, allegedly, hopefully. So maybe sprinkle that, do that, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But yeah, that's how they playing the game. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they playing the game. Do what you gotta do.
You gotta sneak in some liquor to go see that joint. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Murder Fest, cuz like I am with it.
You know what's crazy too though is this is what like I think this is officially Batista's first starring role. You know, or maybe a knock at the cabin. But either way, you know what I'm saying, back to back. Like I think he's had dope top billing. You know what I'm saying, opportunities. So hopefully this one's dope. You know, have y'all heard of what this movie is about?
Oh yes.
I don't know what the synopsis is about too much. I know it's a whole lot of action, but and it's probably a bigger budget too than the last one that he saw. I mean, it's it's definitely probably a bigger deal. But I'm coming in cold, but I'm more than interested.
Yeah. So basically, he's a hitman who he thinks he's like he has a terminal illness, so he orders his own hit. And then like some shit happens with like a misdiagnosis and he not really dying or whatever, you feel me? And so basically he fending off the, you know what I'm saying, all the peoples that he don't work with in the past that's coming to try to get their bag to knock him off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's interesting. And
you can do that. Yeah.
One of those guys instead of Ice Cube now. So there you go.
Yeah.
But salute Batista.
Yeah, shout out Dave, man.
Shout out Dave. Big action. Okay, so if we're talking about big screen, you feel me? Let's go to the small screen. You feel me? FX just ordered a wrestling-based sitcom that is supposed to be a mix and some sort of blend between Dazed and Confused and The Wrestler. It's a comedy. And that's what they working with. I don't know exactly when that's slated to drop, but it was just announced that they did order some episodes of that sitcom. So look forward to that. Look out for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all fans of the Bear or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Doing on FX, it is what it is. But they are part of the family with more wrestling. If you miss shit like Glow and Heels and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You feel me? That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Josh said we'll be seated for Batista. You know, the Batista wig.
Yo,
that's
for real.
That's what it is.
Oh,
that's fire.
Lit. This unnecessary violence. Like this is exactly like you have to watch 3 episodes of Bridgerton with your girl to go see this movie with her. Like, all right, listen, I done watched 3 episodes of Bridgerton. Right?
3 Bridgertons for one of them.
I done earned this.
All right. I don't let you watch no NBA finals or nothing. I said I
what?
I built this up. You know what I'm saying? Like points on your credit card. You know what I'm saying? I can get a free Powerade now. Oh, it's lit.
That's crazy, man. Big action salute to MVP and Big E. They are currently in Mexico for the week, receiving some stem cell treatments. MVP said that he wants to do a little bit more wrestling before he hangs it up, and also have the opportunity to compete in another jiu-jitsu tournament. And of course, as y'all know, what's going on with Big E and his neck injury, but he also has like 15 years of compounded injuries between the WWE and playing football. And of course, his main goal is just sustaining a healthy life. And hopefully, if he can get back in the ring, that's just, you feel me, icing on the cake at this point. That's a plus, you feel me, a big bonus. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. As long as you're good, cuz I'm good. I mean, I just want you to be healthy and happy and comfortable.
Yeah, man.
Facts, like,
Thank
like
you.
I said
Kind words
before,
from
like,
Jizzle. Nah. Let that breathe, bro. My boy just, you feel me? My boy just said some, you feel me, gave some profound love. You feel me?
I want y'all to know
let that
something.
breathe.
This nigga always talking about we gotta get through small package news real quick. And then when I try to follow it up, he's like, nah, man, you gotta let that marinate for a minute. Nah, fuck that.
Nah, fuck that. Nigga, get back in the ring, nigga. I'm glad.
All right, cool. Now, with that said, that's out the way then. We done.
Get the fuck out of here. Just get the segment the fuck out of here. I'm not. I won't say nothing for the rest of the show.
A surprise roll up news out this bitch, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh man. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and move on then. Why not?
The following contest scheduled for one fall.
Oh man. You guys excited?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. What are you doing, bro? You got that.
No,
on.
I'm the champ until somebody tells me I'm not. Like I told y'all that like 3 weeks ago.
Jizzle is foreshadowing. Jizzle is foreshadowing. We got NXT Battleground predictions. Y'all know Sexy Red for to do her thing this weekend. But before we get into that, I do want to talk about some AEW. You know, this don't got nothing to do with nothing. This don't got nothing to do with nothing. You know, they just announced an all elite comedy show that they finna do in Chicago. It's Colt Cabana and RJ City, and that's for you, Ben. This is for you.
Right. I say okay. I will accept RJ City because he's funny for real. He is funny
for sure.
But Colt Cabana, you get the fuck out of it because I've seen your stand up, improv, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That shit is not funny. That shit is like not. That shit is not funny.
That's crazy.
Oh, boom. This who else is on the bill? You feel me? Nyla Rose, Harley Cameron.
Don't know what that is.
Matt Menard.
Okay.
The Butcher. And Jay Lethal.
What the fuck are you gonna talk about, bro? What? The Butcher.
We might be in. You know what I mean? He probably got some shit. He probably got some shit in the tuck, man. We never expected.
You know what I'm saying? I expected to see like Ryan Nemeth or somebody on the bill, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But I guess him and Nikki got to do their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, do not get up there and embarrass the family, nigga.
The Butcher. He got a monocle, cuz all I gotta do is put that monocle on and then be like, hey, I got a monocle on. I'm laughing. Nigga, like, nigga.
Y'all told me Dolph Ziggler just needed to be out of the WWE system and he could just go crazy. And
he has.
Ooh.
Has he not? Has he not? Has he not?
Define crazy.
He got a belt.
He got a belt. He got a belt. He had a good program in TNA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He lost to Moose.
Damn.
Hey, salute to cousin my DM that was asking me about what happened with Public Enemies and Moose. There's some stuff there. There's some stuff there, man. Let's get into AEW, man. Let's get into AEW. That's funny, Andy. Isn't he the AAA mega champion? And you see where
AAA mega champion. Right, everybody get that belt.
You see. Sean Tragedy. What did he say? He said Butcher is into what? Butcher plays guitar, wrestle, and is into aliens. You know what? He might have an interesting stand-up then. Fuck it. Why not? Nah.
Nah.
All right, cool. Somebody who I think might also have an interesting stand-up. Somebody who should definitely be on the bill for All Elite Comedy. Tony Khan.
Oh, yeah. Let's get that.
Tony Khan is hilarious. First of all, salute to Tony Khan. He just gave $100,000 to St. Jude's with Rich Eisen, and he donated his little neck brace. You feel me? So salute to Cuz on that. However, he's a funny guy. Did y'all see this man say that in regards to Ricky Starks getting back on AEW programming, that he would love to have Ricky Starks back on the program? He's amazing to work with, and he's a really good guy. I really enjoy working with him. I think he's a supreme talent, and here in All Elite Wrestling, what we do is we want to make sure that we push that supreme talent, and Ricky Starks has that in the ring. So once we get Ricky Starks back into the ring, I think that he and AEW can benefit one another as we have 5 years along this relationship. I think it's been great, and I'm really looking forward to Ricky Starks back in AEW. And this weekend we've got Forbidden Door, and I'm really excited. What the fuck,
bro?
What are you talking about, Tony? What are you talking? Like, you're in control. Like, you forget that you're the boss, my G.
Perfect white man answers. Perfect white man answers, bro.
Listen, man,
when he's asked about a disgruntled employee, I'd love to have him back too. You know what I mean? Like, he great guy.
Great attitude. Same. Everybody likes him. I mean, like,
it's an agenda, bro. Like, tell us what's going on.
Like, I don't know. Does my nigga know that he's the one that makes these decisions? Does he know that he's the one that could put him on TV, that you the booker, right? And the storylines, you doing all this stuff, and you like, I would really love to get like.
You think it has to clear the elite? Maybe they gotta sign off on it.
But I hate when a nigga that could do whatever they want act like they can't do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was pissing me off. Like come on, like you're literally Tony Khan, nigga. Like, I can do whatever the fuck I want, nigga. I'm part owner of the fucking Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? I just got to pay Mac Jones $2 million to fucking do flips and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, I could, like, if I wanted Ricky Starks on TV, he would be on TV. If I have Big Bill on TV,
well, salute to Big Bill. They were supposed to do a program, right? They were supposed to do a program. They were supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And then Ricky was supposed to turn back face, and then
guess who asked that? I wonder. Maybe the guy that's saying all this shit right now.
Tony Khan, man, funny guy. Stand up, should do it. I swear to God, it would be hilarious. Just give me 15, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Lo.
Y'all remember the MJF call?
The video when he came back to
before All Out, and they played it before the entrance and shit. But that shit, like those moments for Tony, for me, are the funniest. Like, anytime he got to get, like, you know what I mean, like Punk at the presser, I mean, All Out, all in at Wembley, All Out at the MJF shit, when he, the double shit. But the call, like, you got to let me know what's going on before All Out. Like he perfect white man answers, man. Like, perfect white man demeanor. You know what I mean? Tony the man, bro.
What did who was that? He was like, Damon, I'll call you.
Right.
Tony, I'll call you.
That was Lee Daniels.
Tony, I'll call you. Listen, Big Bill, we're gonna have you turn on. Big Bill's gonna turn on you. It's gonna be right back in the babyface thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have you. Like, come on, man. Like, you're literally in charge, nigga. I hate when a nigga act like he's not in charge, bro. Like, you're literally in charge, my nigga.
I love
it. Why you like you can do all this shit, but you giving Chris Jericho 20 minutes on every episode of Dynamite to do the same bullshit that no one wants to see, that no one asked for. You got this man lying in interviews talking about, man, when I feel like I'm not wanted in AEW anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, but I feel like there's more that I can give the company. You're a liar, Chris Jericho.
You lied about the Chris Jericho. You lied.
I think that Tony Khan and some of the higher ups in the AEW front office believe that Chris Jericho does have more to offer to AEW and to some of the talents there. I believe he does. I just believe that he should take a break and maybe do that from the crib for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And then come back, refresh, regroup, talking about extra sauced up, and do his thing. But the audience is tired of him right now. And the fact that they made the TV time with Chris Jericho and his backstage segments, kind of like the crux of this week's episode of Dynamite. It was like really the weave through point of the segments and the entire show. And it didn't really feel like any of the segments hit. Like, we know it's supposed to be cheesy and corny, but like, I don't know, it's not working for me. Lo, what say you? You feel me? Like, I gotta ask you your opinion, you feel me? Since you the guest in the house, first of all, you know what I'm talking about? Go ahead.
Absolutely. I definitely appreciate the space, gentlemen. This is the thing with some of this shit right now, like, and I love like the different iterations of Jericho. Like, I'm all the way there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm you know, when it comes to Grush, what's up, my boy? Just wanted to, since I was, had the floor. You dig what I'm saying? And last time I was here, you dig what I'm saying? Grush was up here too. So he's definitely in mind at the moment, and everything that he's doing. Long story short, though, these things like they got to take a little bit of time in order for it to like grow on me. You know what I mean? If that's like viable to say, because even like last week, right? Well, we got like some of the Bryan Keith stuff. We got some more, but like the way that the bounty hunter kind of coming off on television, like it's taking me a while. You know what I mean? To appreciate what's taking place. I understand what's taking place. I'm with you. You know what I mean? And some of my other friends who kind of share some of these same opinions, but it's not really working for me either. I take the entertainment that I can get from it. You know what I mean? I'm always like making jokes out of shit. I'm probably like the least serious wrestling fan a lot of the times. You dig what I'm saying? I can turn like a very dark movie into a comedic moment. It's like dumb shit because that's just where my mind be at with shit. So I just turn that shit into something funny. But I know, like in my heart of hearts, that like I'm not really vibing with this like that. You know what I mean?
A couple of them shits that he did, like the what Bounty Hunter was like, yo, man, you respect Jericho, you had that shaky ass camera. Like, that shit made me laugh a little bit. Like, I would laugh a little bit. And the way he was like, yo, private party. Like, you should change your name to public party because everything's more fun when you have more people there. Like, that shit, I was just like,
Jizzle, wasn't we talking about We Public Party in 2019, cousin?
Yo, like, what is he?
I mean, like, second episode of Dynamite, you feel me? Like, type shit, you feel me? Like, I'm like, you feel me? Like, what you mean, cousin? What you mean? But it's all good.
He be watching us. He watching, you know what I'm saying? The streets is watching, even though he ain't the streets, the Canadian streets is watching. So
he did say he's from the mean streets of Winnipeg. From Boston. The mean streets of Boston. Whatever Eminem said to Benzino.
That's crazy, nigga. Hey, oh man, I hope the Celtics lose by 100 tonight.
Man, exactly, man. Can't wait for the playoffs. Salute to home, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, hit them likes. You feel me? Get to run that up for us. You feel me? Algorithm Nation. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all seen Janet Jackson doing Nasty Girl over the Not Like Us. I don't know why she did that, but it is what it is. But salute. Go crazy.
Yo, Lo, are they playing Not Like Us in Philly?
Oh yeah. So, like, that's the thing, like, certain sounds like from out west, like that's the thing. Like we on the East Coast, but like at the end of the day, like not for nothing, shout out all my niggas. Like we not New York. And so some of that, like a lot of that shit from the 90s, like the hyphy shit. Yeah. And you dig what I'm saying? Hold on.
That shit is generational right now, blood. That should
be the California new state. It's the California's new state song now. Like, I'm telling
you. And what they doing with the pop out show that they got at the Forum on Juneteenth. On Juneteenth, cuz like I'm finna be on your ass. You feel me? Like that's crazy.
At the Forum too. You know what I'm saying? Where Magic Johnson played. Like, oh my god.
Like, bruh, like he gonna bruh, I'm finna be calling you a pedophile in front of 20,000 people because I'm like, that's
you might have to do 2 shows.
That's shady.
Yo, it's wild. This man gonna tell me he can't say nigga no more on Juneteenth. That's crazy.
Whole crowd gonna sing it with it.
So that sentiment is definitely symbolic.
Say nigga no more.
Yeah, just drop the beat, put the mic out. You feel me? Do your thing. You feel me? It is what it is. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Oh man, who y'all think he gonna have at the show with him? It's gonna be K-Dot.
All the black
there, like you feel me? Baby Keem.
Yo, definitely Baby Keem. Baby Keem.
Think we'll get Future and Metro there to do like that?
Nah, Metro's showing up for free. Metro said, I will take this shit for free.
Yo, Metro's sleeping Metro's sleeping in the locker room of the forum. You know what I mean? He's there waiting. We get Make the Stallion and Lotto to come twerk not like us too. Like, oh my god.
Nah.
You know, Ben got on his Make the Stallion hat and said like, ah. Fuck Rolling Stones, nigga.
Nigga don't like Rolling Stones. Hey, who's the nigga in AEW that likes Rolling Stones? Is it MJF? MJF like Rolling Stones?
Well, you can tell by his jacket, his leather jacket.
MJF for sure like Rolling Stones.
With a lion on the back.
Right, yeah. The boy's a classic. The boy is a classic. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all like his new T-shirt? They said it was AI art. They said they sick of AEW. You feel me? Like they cheating creators out here, and MJF is cheating the fans.
I think they got a bet going on because you seen some of these T-shirt designs. I think they got a bet going on. It's like, yo, how many niggas can we get to buy these ugly ass shirts? Because there's some of them. AEW got some good shirts. Don't get me wrong, but there's some of them that I'm like, yo, nigga, why would you spend your money on it? Like the Chris Jericho one is like the Learning Tree shirt or whatever. I'm like, you want me to spend American dollars, nigga?
Yeah, American dollars because of big action American dollars. You feel me?
US dollars?
Yes. That is 100% true. You feel me? But yeah, y'all talking about what's cousin MJF? He started off Dynamite. You feel me? Welcome back. All that ism. You feel me? He said. What this boy say? He said that first of all, he took a shot at Swerve. He took a shot at Will Ospreay. Who else was he taking shots at? He took a shot at can't remember. Regardless, that nigga said, bruv, you ain't the best. You feel me? He said Swerve, you know what I'm saying? Like we yeah, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. So like I'm wondering, first of all, y'all got to talk about the tattoo last week. The tattoo's horrible. Yeah. That's my opinion. What the fuck? That is gross. Don't ever call nobody a mark again in a promo when you got your logo of your label tatted on your ankle.
Look at his face tatted like a bitch apologizing.
That's gross. That is gross.
That's the first thing I thought of when he said that shit. I was like, call Tony Khan a mark like he was in jail. That's conniving.
But right. So he staked his claim. You feel me? He said, "Yo, I'm the best in the world. I don't want to hear none of that nobody talking about." You feel me? And then Rush came out, and him and Rush is funking now. You know what I'm saying? They had a little issue last year when he tried to pay Rush off to injure Bryan Danielson before the Iron Man match, and now Rush coming back around like, nah, bro, it's still beef, pussy. You feel me? Like I ain't forget about none of that. You feel me? I'm on your melon top. You feel me? And so I ain't mad at it. You feel me? I ain't mad at that. But you know what I'm saying? I think this is gonna be the what? This is gonna be probably the match at Forbidden Door. You know what I'm saying? Like I would assume so. I would assume so, because where else are they gonna do it? They're gonna do it on just like a regular episode of Dynamite. They could, but I feel like they could sell some pay-per-views out of MJF's return.
Not to cut you off, I just want to put it on it. He also took shots at the Elite too. So
bam, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. What do you say about the Elite? Because I was watching and I was smoking and I was doing other stuff.
He was just taking shots at him, going. He's like, "Yo, man, y'all some bitches," shit like that.
Aaron said that he took.
I don't remember what he said.
Okada.
Yeah, like,
he said Okada was a fat nigga.
He was like, "Yo, man."
That's crazy.
He's like, yo, man, don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Don't get on Ozempic, Okada.
That's crazy.
Dear Adam.
Right, man. Somebody won't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But they building. This is the road to Forbidden Door. You feel me? They getting all of these little programs together, as y'all can see. You feel me? Officially, is Swerve and Ospreay, as if there was any doubt after Swerve defeated Roderick Strong. You know what I'm saying, on Dynamite. But I did like Swerve's promo. I like Roderick Strong's promo, the little video package and the little, you know what I'm saying, the build up that they had for the match. Some people was a little irritated because it was like he just demanded
the title match and he got it, rather than it being an eliminator match, rather than him having to climb up the ranks of the world title, even though he just lost the international title. When, you know, I don't know.
Some people would say the ratings don't necessarily matter, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
I need AEW to tell me that the ratings don't matter, because they told me that they did.
What?
And then, you feel me? And then they told me the rankings don't matter. And then they brought them back and said that they do matter. And now I'm just wondering, where do we stand? That's all.
What's the rankings? You know what I'm saying? Listen, if I can break all y'all niggas backs in the back, you know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing to be paused, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the back breaking Messiah. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something?
And I like that. And I like that attitude. Yeah. I like that attitude.
Fight me for it. Hey, listen, nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing to Roddy. You know what I'm saying? So he is the number one contender. You know what I mean? If
That's
nobody
hard.
gonna say nothing to him
In the ring.
Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at it then.
turn Orange Cassidy into Orange Julius, nigga.
That's pretty much what's
alien,
happening
nigga.
to him. That's pretty much what's happening to him. She socked that nigga dead in the face and said, "Do something."
That
You feel
shit,
me?
bro.
He didn't do nothing.
That shit won't even no little play wrestling hit. None of that. Like, yo, man, I'm gonna stomp my foot when I connect. It was none of that. It was straight hands to the face. I was like, damn. So she took that "I'm more than a woman" shit to heart. She was like, yo, that's real shit, nigga.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
That's real shit. I'm like, yo, man, you could. I want to see one of them intergender matches. That's what I want to see in AEW, because I'm like, yo, dude, I believe it. This is one of those fights. Like, sometimes you have like where they had back when they had Tessa Blanchard wrestle the nigga with the CDL. What's his name?
Sammy Callahan.
Sammy Callahan. Yeah, I know that nigga got a CDL.
You a sick nigga, blood. That's some funny shit.
I believe, like, yo, man, what I was saying was, when they wrestled, I believe that shit. He a little nigga, and she, you know, she was built kinda, I guess. So I believe that shit. So
Yeah.
Like to.
she was wrestling Brian Cage and shit like that. But this is one of those matches, Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy. I'm like, I can see this being a good match.
Yeah.
Make the call, Tony.
You're in charge. You can do
What's so just Orange Cassidy versus Statlander? Because I'm like, what's the tag match if they do it together? Is Orange Cassidy and and Willow versus Stat and
the other nigga?
Trent?
Oh, yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beretta.
I'm good on the
question
tag
mark.
match. Just straight match.
You put a
Okay,
switch
just
on a
one-on-one.
Beretta, but you can't.
Hey man, hugs and kisses, bud. Don't be talking about no switches. I be rocking every motherfucking chain I got next visit. What you talking about, bitch? You feel me? I ain't tripping off none of that. Ain't tripping off none of that. You hear me?
Statlander pop the trunk and let the door slide.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what you did on Cuz, and he ain't do nothing about it. So I assume that he didn't want to do nothing about it because his mom raised him right to not put your hands on women, and I appreciate that from him. That's why he's a babyface.
Yeah.
But she's more than a woman, so he can do it.
Don't do that, because
just a woman.
that leaves the door and open for so many jokes. Don't do that.
He can do it.
I was wrong for saying the nigga had a CDL, but you out here alluding to shit. It's going.
Hey, Stokely, Chris, can we get a word?
He's not taking questions right now, actually.
Actually, you know what? I'll answer this. What's up? What's your affiliation with the Don Callis family?
I beg your pardon? Say what?
I just saw you out with Don and Trent.
First of all, there is no affiliation. We all bonded together over one thing, that hate. Understand? I don't work for anyone. I work for myself. But you know who's me? This badass right here, Chris Statlander, okay? So this whole affiliation thing, that don't work for me. We bonded over whooping Orange Cassidy's ass, and that's going to continue. But let me say this. You know what I'd rather do instead of work for someone else? Number one, fentanyl. Number two, get into an altercation with Cash Wheeler. And number three, have Tony Storm take 2 bricks to her ass cheeks and have her give me a hip check against the concrete wall. You feel me? We done. Be gone.
All right, come on, get him. That's enough. Thank you.
Fentanyl is crazy.
The only alien that you need to be into Butcher is that alien right next to Stokely. All right.
That boy said fentanyl.
No, that was number one too. Like it was a third. It was number one.
That was number one. You know what I'm saying? That was number one. You know what I'm saying? Might as well just go ahead and slide that right over to me. You know what I mean? Like, what? That boy crazy.
That is hilarious. Stokely is a national treasure, and he's amazing. So elsewhere on the show, we had, of course, more build to Forbidden Door. Officially, we now have, I guess we have this title versus title match with Mercedes and Stephanie McCure, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion and the TBS Champion Mercedes Moné, both putting their championships on the line. This is a foregone conclusion as well. What do you guys think?
Kind of seems like it, don't it? I mean, you got to give the ones in Japan the most all the belts. You know what I'm saying? That's AEW's, you know what I mean, modus operandi. Like, why not? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what wrestling is.
Yeah.
Like, you got my belt anyway. You wouldn't even have this belt if I wouldn't have broke my ankle.
That's a good point. And she said, like, flat out, like, this title was created for me. So you think at some point I'm just not going to come pick that up? Because that's exactly what she finna do. You feel me? That's exactly what she finna do. But you know what I'm saying? Not only do you got that match official, you feel me? You got Toni Storm defending against Mina Shirakawa and Dove. First of all, the sexual tension here is way too much. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Like, between the three of them, this is the match is gonna be fire for sure. But the antics, I also enjoy. So I'll just say that. And if you're watching the video feed, Mariah May specifically requested of Tony Khan for her to be on the graphic behind and supporting both women. So there you go. That's why you see that. That was a special request of Mariah May.
Yo, Mina Shirakawa is so fucking bad, nigga. Like we know we all had our favorites over here from the start. You know what I mean? Like, I was definitely a prime EO fan. You know what I mean? I still think she's the best in the world, but man, Mina being over there, one, I'm like, yo, who
it's
is
crazy.
That?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Especially how everything played out. Like,
yeah.
And matching shit. You know what I'm saying? And then she, like, I'm saying, when Mina came to save her and shit, you know what I'm saying? So everything played out. So now, like, adds another layer to their match coming up at Forbidden Door and shit. So, like, it's a good look. But like just on like simple facts of this Mina being bad, I'm just like, fuck. I'm invested. I'm all in. Get it?
Right. that's crazy. That's 4 matches. We have 2 for Forbidden Door with those 2 title matches, Swerve and Ospreay. And then what was the fourth one I just said? Swerve and Ospreay, Mina, Tony.
Mercedes.
MJF and Rush. MJF and Rush. You feel me? That's not official. I'm just assuming that's where we going. But Tony Khan did also announce that, right? Exactly. It's got to be damn near. You feel me? Tony Khan did also announce, you know what I'm saying, a couple of weeks ago that the winners of the Owen Hart tournament are going to go on to All In to get title matches, you know what I'm saying, for the AEW World Title and AEW Women's World Title. Bryan Danielson has entered himself into the Owen Hart tournament, declared himself, yo, I'm up for it. What's happening? This finna be my last shot, and it's gonna be the best shot that I got. What y'all think about Bryan Danielson, the Owen Hart tournament, and the possibilities coming out of that? You feel me, with the All In Wembley situation?
Nah, I think like
He's gonna lose.
I don't see Bryan Danielson winning none of that. He's like he's like 2000 and like he's like, remember when Shawn Michaels came back? He had that one world title run, and then he didn't hold a world title for the rest of his run in WWE after he came back from like the back injury and everything like that. That's Bryan Danielson's entire run in AEW. He's not touching the belt. He can look at it and do all the extra shit and everything like that. They could take a little picture. Y'all could say put the belt on him in Wembley, and you put the belt on him here, put the belt on him. He don't want that shit. He don't want it. And to be honest with you, he don't need it either.
Lo, you want to say something before I start going crazy on this shit?
Yeah, I tap in, man, and I definitely appreciate it too, man. I think the New York gods sniped me, when I was trying to get my statement out about the music. But since we're on the subject now, man, seeing the promo, thought the promo was very compelling. You dig what I'm saying? I love me a good Danielson promo, especially these days with the shit he be talking. And I was like, wow, you dig what I'm saying? Like, big pop at the announcement of his participation and of the potentiality, right, of him going to the final. But yeah, I don't know. He's probably going to get to like a semifinal, and put somebody else over as he's been on this Bryan Danielson retirement tour. But this is probably like one of the last time, and I think I'm with Ben. You know what I mean? I think it probably took me hearing something like that to be like, all right, well, that definitely makes sense. He definitely doesn't want it. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. So definitely Jizzle, by all means.
I'm gonna take a sip of this Powerade real quick and my electrolytes up before I start going crazy for old GOAT. If he wants to win that tournament, there's nobody else that should win that tournament but him. You know why? Because who's gonna beat me in here? Ospreay again? He got a belt already. I would love to see him get another opportunity to go to all in or all out and then face Swerve. He's the champ. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be not a great send off, but like a great, like a little notch in his belt to have another main event on this thing. Because, like, come on, man, like that's fucking old GOAT, man. Like, we need to start treating our legends like they is. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing everything that fucking Jericho said he was supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Putting people over. Like, he's got to be the king of 5-star matches. You know what I mean? Especially over there, like he definitely deserves to win that tournament, especially since they pretend to care about that tournament every other year. You know what I'm saying? They only care about the tournament when his birthday passes by. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I mean? So why not let somebody that's a real wrestler win it? Who's like a wrestler, unless it's Daniel Garcia. But
they spend $500,000 on this nigga's song like every 3 months. You think if he didn't want that belt, he wouldn't have just taken that shit by now? Like, yo, nigga, you know how much money they roll out just to play this one song? Like, nigga, I could have smacked up niggas backstage CM Punk style, and they would not have fired me, nigga. You put that type of money out, they got, how much they probably got the code of personality for? They probably got that shit for like smooth 50,000, something like that. But that shit, the other song, like, nah, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody gotta get paid.
Beans and toast, nigga. That's what they got that shit for.
Bangers and mash, nigga.
Bro.
Yo, give old GOAT whatever he wants, dog.
Yeah,
why not?
I'm definitely interested to see who comes out the victor of the tournament and goes on to face the champion at All In, be it Ospreay or Swerve. My opinion, I think it should be Swerve. But also the women's tournament, the winner of that goes on to All In to get the, you know what I'm saying? I believe Saraya just declared herself available and interested in being in the tournament. She won the title last year at Wembley. For a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying?
That was a Zack Ryder win if I ain't never seen it before in my life.
Cup of coffee in the big time, you feel me? Salute.
I was so fucking sick after we did predictions and we did the post show. I was like, I picked her in the predictions before, and I was like, they're gonna put the belt on her, and then I was like, nah, there's no way to put her. She been asked and she returned, and these niggas did it.
So this the thing, right? I was thinking, yo, they got the Owen tournament. Natalya's contract is coming up soon. Maybe Natalya could be in the tournament if she goes to AEW. But like, if Natalya's in the tournament, like, she damn near gotta win.
She has to.
Disrespectful if you don't,
right?
Like, bro,
because it's like you could have lost.
Everybody.
You could have lost in the semis or the quarterfinals over here, just like you did in the, you feel me, King of the Ring or whatever. You feel me? Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you go over here to basically do the same thing you was doing over here with more freedom to do I don't know exactly what, but
Yeah.
I also can't imagine them giving Natalya the marquee billing in Wembley. If she were to go over there and be a part of the tournament to win the tournament or whatever, you feel me? I can't see that, but it'd be interesting to see if she switches gears and goes to the other side.
I think people need to put more respect on her name, and I'm not saying you were disrespecting her in any way, because I think it'd be like something like the same like as Bryan Danielson. It's like, yo, I could come over here, I could win some titles, I could do pretty much whatever I want to, but you can see when she's in WWE, she's focused on making everybody look good, having matches with the younger female wrestlers. She going to NXT and on the main roster. I mean, she damn near broke her back carrying Aaliyah during that whole like little fucked up program that they had. So you can tell she cares about the advancement of women's wrestling. But I feel like if she did go over there, she would take kind of a coach role, like and like put over these women. I feel like she would probably have a good showing. But nah, I don't think she would win either if she did go over there. But yeah. Like, nigga, I could definitely lose at the house. Like, y'all got to put me in the finals or some shit.
Lo, what you think?
I mean, for me, I would like to see something like that. And even that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm going to just tread back. Danielson could go to the final, win it. And I mean, I know that Owen's wife has certain things to do with the tourney. And to see him kind of represent Owen on the go-around would be dope. Get the title shot, go to the final, and perhaps lose at Wembley, because I don't and I guess this might be a conversation if Swerve is in the AEW title picture for Wembley. It's it's a lot going on here. But I think I would like to see that. I think that thinking about that potential situation of like Natalya going back and being able to represent her folks in that way, and kind of the role that Danielson has been playing at AEW, Natalya can kind of come in and kind of be that. You know what I mean? But I don't think I would mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing the gear switch at all.
I feel you on that. Let's see. Eric says, why does Waco Kid hate Bryan Danielson?
I don't know.
He does not.
Don't hate it. I'm just like, I'm realistic.
Yeah, I think that is just this particular thing. He's trying to be
young. You don't understand it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to get your hopes up about things that you actually want to happen. You feel me? That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm talking about? That's all it is.
Yeah, I love what Lo said about Natalya going over there and then her being like the Danielson, like putting because that would be the perfect role for her.
Yeah.
That is the perfect thing that she could do over there. Just be like, yo, man, let's get over here and let's wrestle. Let's see what you got.
It will be. And also she's got major connections, across the industry. Everybody comes to, the dungeon, the new dungeon that her and TJ created, and everybody is there training every week. Dawkins is one of those people and a testament of it. So I'm just saying, like, she would have the opportunity to actually be able to work programs with some of these people, have dope matches with some of these people that y'all can love and enjoy for years to come. Then also give her the freedom to, express her character a little bit more freely. But I kind of think, and to close out on the Natty thing, I kind of think that what's going on with her has something to do with Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. Another female faction, I'm up for it. I'm just saying, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
I know she hit the little Owen Hart line, and she was like, "Yo, it's time for a change."
Right. She done said that about 4 times already. I'm just saying,
man, how many changes?
That needs to be brought up.
It's always the Owen shit. Yo, like, nigga, it's in the family. Why not?
She gonna do AEW. And she's like, I'm out. I'm out, man. I'd rather do fentanyl than do another one of these jobs.
Yo, man, spitting Adam Pearson's face like, what the nigga? Fuck out of here.
Okay, man. Contracts. Oh, before we do that, I do want to mention that we do have 2 people that have qualified for the TNT title match at Forbidden Door, and that is Takeshita and Mark Briscoe. So salute to those 2 gentlemen for of course making it into the tournament. The title ladder match at Forbidden Door, and we'll see you know,
what happens when they do what they do. But there is some contract news with AEW. Ben, Brian Cage, you put this in the note, so I'm gonna throw this out there. Brian Cage has confirmed. Brian Cage has confirmed he has about 6 more years left on his AEW deal. So if y'all didn't know that, now y'all know that. It's 2024. So he got about 6 more years left on his AEW deal, which I believe he signed last year. So it's like a 6-7 year deal, maybe. Maybe there's an option in there, something like that. But Brian Cage, man, locked down to All Elite Wrestling until I don't know, man, until my daughter's out of high school. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What the contract this nigga signed?
You with that, man?
A lifetime Undertaker deal.
That's
wrong. Hey, man, job security, you know?
Facts.
I think that the wrestling industry is a very fickle one. Right? As it was said. And shout out to Brian Cage too, man. Definitely ran into him at Wale Mania. I was, partaking in a particular activity. He was security. All was well. No love was lost, but he made his presence be known. It was dope. When he's walking towards me, I'm like, who the fuck? Because I couldn't see shit at Wale Mania. I couldn't see a thing. I was blind. I had my contacts in.
Yeah.
And I seen this guy walking. I'm like, yo, is this fucking Max? I'm like, is this MJF? But I'm like, no, this fucking Bryan. I knew it was somebody. I'm like, it was an aide. I'm like, who the fuck is this? People was walking up to me all night, I couldn't see. But long story short, job security, man. You know what I mean? And, he'll probably be doing more security jobs over the years at Wale Mania. But, hey, man, I think that in this particular industry, it's no telling that, I don't know if he would ever, get that contract at the E. And if he was to get it, would he be in a position that, is feasible for him? You know what I mean? So, yeah, because even like for me, like you was like left. I'm like 6 years left. Like how much was the original terms? You dig what I'm saying? But, hey, man, job security is, he got something going on with the higher ups in the C-suite, and he's gonna be a guy for the next half decade. So shout out to him.
Nigga, the Tristan Thompson of wrestling, nigga. He always find his way to get him a job. Like, we needed an enforcer. Listen, get out there, get some rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Do a couple flips. You know what I'm saying? Get a fancy ass fucking beer cut, and then we'll say we're gonna be good.
Because I'm thinking about basketball now. It's like now, I think about like the Shaq and Alonzo Mourning ballot a lot. You know what I mean? Orlando Magic Miami Heat thing before he went to LA. Wardlow, right? Like, what's Wardlow's contract situation like when he knows about this 6-year deal? Like, you know what I mean? Just thinking about like some of the hosts, some of the bigs. You dig what I'm saying? Like, how in the spot that sometimes we expect to see Wardlow in, and maybe Bryan is just gonna be one of the boys. You dig what I'm saying? Like in the locker room, and he's gonna like be holding shit down in his way. He gonna have some of the locker room on his back, but. Yeah, like I'm just curious now about other guys' situations. So that's an interesting story to find out.
I feel you. That's a good question too. Like people that are in that similar grouping and style of wrestler archetype, rather, of wrestler. Like, do I fit in this? You know what I'm saying? In this field or in this space, with as many guys that they could pick the litter from, or whatever, but that's interesting. Shit.
You paying the Murder Hawk what, nigga? Like, yo, I need 3 times as much as the Murder Hawk is getting.
6-year deal.
$2 more than what he's getting.
It's a 360, man. He got that nigga locked down, cousin. That's crazy. Wow. Pentagon, you feel me? Penta, his deal is up somewhere between August and September. That's been reported by Lucha Libre Online. They are also reporting, I don't know if they're also reporting, but I did see someone say that there may be some WWE interest. Of course, why wouldn't there? Even if that's true or not, even if someone actually got the source and said, hey, what y'all think? Y'all think WWE would be interested in Penta? Yeah, you know what? I think they would be interested in Penta. Like, fucking duh, nigga. Like, what do you... Like, some of these reports be stupid, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like you know what we could do with Penta and George Kittle over here right now. Like,
yo, what?
The nigga on the right side,
gloves, t-shirts. Oh my gosh,
we just had Lane Johnson and you know what I'm saying, and Jason Kelsey at WrestleMania. The tag match that we could run with all the Mexicans in the football place.
Do you come with Ray Phoenix though? Like, are you coming with your brother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that would be that would be even better.
Is it a package deal?
For real?
I want to know.
bad brothers for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that.
Yeah, that would be dope to see. But that would likely remove them from being able to work AEW, being able to work, you know what I'm saying, the forbidden CMLL. By the way, Rocky Romero and Tony Khan have kind of smoothed over talks, according to Meltzer and Wrestling Observer, with CMLL. So some of those guys are going to be able to perform on these crossover shows, such as Forbidden Door. So you might see Ray Phoenix and Rush, and like I said, with the MJF match, he might be available. Penta might be available. You know what I'm saying? Volador might be available to do these Forbidden Door shows. So with the inclusion of CMLL, with the inclusion of New Japan, Forbidden Door kind of becomes something bigger. So I think that's interesting.
Penta smacking up Carlito, you know what I mean?
Yo,
go ahead, yeah, read that.
If WWE can sign Penta, I bet they'll get that PLE that Rey Mysterio wanted for years now in Mexico.
Wow.
Yo,
that would be.
Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to have Penta join the LWO and turn on Rey Mysterio in 2.5 months. I can't wait.
Yo, he the problem because like he gotta be the problem. Like,
yo, man, I thought we were friends. I thought we were brothers. I thought I was your mentor. You wear a mask, I wear a mask. We're supposed to be brothers, man.
Listen, Ray, I would like to introduce you to an all-time classic. It's a Michael Jackson song. It's called "Man in the Mirror." I don't know if you've heard it, but man, it's been everywhere for like the last 30 years. But I'm just saying, like,
whole life.
Pop that in your tape deck, your A-track, your CD player, your iPod, whatever it is that you do wow. That's what you need, my boy. That's what you need. It would be interesting to see Penta switch gears. You think Penta fits in the WWE structure, the WWE mold, Low?
Yeah, definitely. He got the gears. He got gears as far as like gear and the speeds. You know what I mean? That Penta could hit. We all know what his style is. The personality, the interaction with the crowd, like it's all the way there. Like he checks all the boxes. You dig what I'm saying? I don't think he necessarily needs hot mics. I just think that it's about like a certain action and like maybe like a vignette or two here and there. Definitely the one that, you know what I mean, when he gets signed, he's obviously going to be audibly saying Cero Miedo. Like we need that audio wise, we're going to need that. But we just need him to do his thing. You know what I mean? Like every now and then he'll probably say something that's a little entertaining or like, you know what I mean? That's a little high jinxy. But I think he definitely checks all the boxes. People know who he is. I think the potential t-shirt designs are there. They already, these people sell millions of masks every year. You got guys like Dragon Lee, like they really getting back on some like real like lucha shit and not making fun of it. So like if we do see this happen, I'll be very happy. And I mean, granted, hopefully it's a Lucha Brothers package deal. Phoenix got some shit going on solo wise, so I don't know, but I'm definitely all for this for sure.
Do you think it's worth it for him to go? Do y'all think it would be worth it for him?
Oh yeah, definitely. And he's not.
Yeah, I think he's the bag.
As far as like his positioning in the company in AEW and like potentially what he could be in WWE, because if we look at people like Andrade, I don't want to say Andrade yet because he really just got back. He ain't really got his legs up under him as of yet. So I kind of want to put the key in the door. But people like Ray, Dominik, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They got top billing, you feel me? But then you're looking at like Santos, Raul Mendoza, you looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like you're looking at Carlito, you're looking at people that are Humberto, people that are like just seems like they're just stuck in the mid card, in the lower mid card. And like I believe that Penta has the ability to break through that, but is it worth it for me to go over here and do that for the chicken that they're gonna pay me versus probably being able to make the same, if not more, if I'm able to travel and do my shit with AEW, with AAA, with CMLL, with New Japan, with, you know what I'm saying? Like with my own shit.
I think this is an interesting space to not parallel it exactly the same way.
Okay.
But let's I'm follow me for a minute. Viewers at home, follow me for just a quick minute, right? I feel like with everybody who you've named, even like with somebody like Ray still being in the company, but even like with somebody like Andrade, right? Who I love from a certain time back, you know what I mean, in the day, La Sombra, all of that good stuff, Los Ingobernables. I think that this is going to have to take a certain roll of the dice for somebody like Penta. Now, this is where that betting thing comes into play, right? We got guys getting poker chips tatted on them with the company letters. And, granted, we had someone in this company who was very stuck in a certain position on the card. They went away. They did their thing on the indies. They came out to Kingdom at Wrestle Kingdom, joined Bullet Club, started this company with these friends of theirs, been through some of the greatest storylines in this company's history, came back against a guy. Like Cody is a certain example. I think Penta coming into this company, he got to roll. If he's going to do it, it's a roll of the dice. I think, and I'm going to wrap this up, I think Penta can really zero in on the viewership of folks in the E that have kids. And if you have, because somebody like Andrade, like no kid is going to like he's wearing a pair of pants. He's, you know what I mean? Like none of the other lucha guys are really appealing to kids right now. Dragon Lee could, but that thing hasn't been put behind him yet. That Cero Miedo shit in front of a childlike WWE viewership, I think he does numbers. There we have it. I didn't even notice, right? But that's exactly what I think him being put in front of the WWE's viewership of about 8 to about 16, I think he's money. And once the company starts to see those numbers coming in, the New Day, right? Cody Rhodes, then he's going to get those plates. But that, it's going to have to take a certain betting. It's going to have to take a roll of the dice. He had the table right now. He just got to make his decision, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I've only been let down by mask sales one time when I made the prediction that Nikki Ash was gonna take off. I said this is gonna be the next big thing. I said masks gonna go, they're gonna be selling like crazy, and I was let down. So I don't think this would be a time where we're let down. But yeah, I'm just saying masks don't always work, but this time I think it will. But yeah, he definitely will be that Sam Miel shit. Yo, definitely.
And the women are always in a funny spot in this thing. Love the women, love what y'all do. You already know. But for the Nikki Ash thing, it's like they scrutinize her, right? And like putting a mask on her after a gimmick she already had, I felt like further scrutinized her in a company like the WWE after she had already had a certain thing in NXT, and then coming up to the main roster. I don't think it really did her any favors.
I can agree with that. I do believe it was her idea to do that, but I don't believe that it did her any favors based on what the audience already perceived her as. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of them situations where it's like you could probably tell somebody no.
No, yeah, sometimes you just gotta tell niggas no. Sometimes you just be like, yo, this idea, yeah, I believe in you, but this ass.
Like, Undertaker, no, you're not riding a motorcycle, nigga. You a dead nigga. Like, no, nigga.
I'm not just a dead nigga. I'm a dead nigga that loves America, man. Like what? Like, yo, he just woke up one day, like at the he was like, yo, Survivor Series.
Paul Revere
up his jacket. There's an American flag in that shit. I'm like, nigga, you're a zombie, man, and you love America. All right, bro.
Man, I never heard of a dead nigga loving America because they already dead. I mean, as long as they let Penta, if he comes in there, be himself. Like it's about letting them be themselves. About letting what worked over there. Like it's about not being afraid about letting what worked over there work over here because it's gonna work wherever. Yeah. You just gotta let it work. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you let it work over there, like I think he will be just fine because a lot of them luchas over there that over here at WWE, what they don't have, like Penta has, like he has everything. Like he has the look, he has the style, he has the charisma. Like he has everything that you would want. Mm. I just don't want him to get put in. Like remember when Andrade went over there and they made him fight Rey Mysterio like 9 times in a row because they didn't realize that, oh shit. Like I just don't want that for him.
I feel you. I listen. I think his charisma, his moveset, his style, his gear, this mask, all of that. I think it works anywhere he wants to go and anything that he wants to do. Because like Lo said, like y'all said, like his connection with the audience is, you know what I'm saying, is another level. You feel me? And he would have the opportunity to do that, and probably a lot more over there. You know what I'm saying? But also, I just can't necessarily feel like
it's that much of an attraction to pull him away from what he's already doing, where he's already at, and what he can do with the other partnerships and the people. Like sometimes you want to work with your friends and your partners and your family, and you know what I'm saying? Like people are real. Certain people are real big on that. You feel me? So I don't know. I'd be interested to see where it goes. But come August, come September, we should know.
Come Tuesday.
Right, come Tuesday. It's been 90 days. Where the fuck he at? Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Real quick, and then I'll get up off that. You feel me? And we could do some other shit. We could do question of the day. We can get into predictions and a couple more things before we get up out of here. Tanahashi has been president of New Japan for about 6 months. This where I'm gonna need you to kind of kick into gear. You feel me? And I'm gonna need to bounce off of you real quick because he introduced a 10-step plan, 10-point plan in order to secure and you feel me ensure the growth of New Japan in the future. And this is just based off of his discussions, you know what I'm saying, with the front office and the powers that be over there, what they trying to do and how they trying to move going forward. So this what we got, my boy. This what we got. This what they said. They said and the top 10 goes as follows. In the top 10, nigga, these is the 10. You feel me? It go like this. You feel me? He said it's looking like number 1 as far as most important and how they're gonna be moving: talent discovery and development. Number 2, elevating the value of title belts, reducing and eliminating outside interference. And of course, they went on to talk about the House of Torture and all of that stuff. Then increasing the prominence and status of New Japan Hante. You feel me? Okay, so Hante, from my understanding, is basically if you not in a faction, or if you not Chaos, you not Los Inglobernables, you not you feel me, you not in Just Five Guys, or if you're not House of Torture or whatever, you basically considered the main unit or New Japan or whatever, you feel me. And he's trying to increase the prominence of people that want to rep New Japan for New Japan rather than clicking up. That's what I'm getting from that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So with that, you know what I'm saying, he wants to make sure that they strengthening, you know what I'm saying, the ties and the performers that are repping New Japan for New Japan and not really trying to click up with all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, but also strengthening ties with Stardom, strengthening ties with AEW, improving the live fan experience, improving New Japan World, improved treatment of personal information. As y'all know, a couple of months ago, they had lost that little flash drive that had some pertinent information from customers and subscribers or of the newsletter, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, finally expanding and, you know what I'm saying, getting greater sponsorships for New Japan. Is this something that you feel like they can move forward with as far as like really putting a footprint in the game and securing the future for New Japan? Because I feel like as of late, the perception of New Japan and them building stars, you know what I'm saying, for their own has been kind of hindering them a little bit. Yeah. And that's kind of been a knock on them a little bit. So I think him saying that, number 1, you feel me, talent development and growth in that department needs to be A1 as far as young people that we are attracting to New Japan, not just people, you know what I'm saying, from Japan, but all over Asia and America. I want to attract all the best talent. What do you think about his 10-step plan? Give it to me.
I love this. So I'm gonna, just a lot, I'm gonna just roll a few more things out. I want to say that, when you Google 10-point plan, and I have to do this, I got to be brother man for a little bit, just a little bit. When you Google 10-point plan, what you will see is an explanation about what the 10-point plan was. The 10-point plan, in a Western sense, was developed by Dr. Huey P. Newton in Oakland, California in 1966. Just got to put that out there. That is, I'm on here with a certain cloth, so I have to say that. That's number 1. Many more Panther places and chapters popped up all over the country. Freeman Mumi Abu Jamal and all of the guys, but just had to put that out there. Now, the 10-point plan is a thing that the Asian folks have developed. It is something that they particularly got from certain governments that they were inspired by to write their own, right? So I just wanted to put that out there just as a bit of non-wrestling information, but I really love the creativity in this when it comes to Tanahashi, the role that he's assumed, ace of New Japan, but now president. And with Kadani and Matt what's my guy's name, Matsumoto. This is pretty much like the Japanese becoming as Western as they could be, right? To provide a little bit more history, if I can, the United States and Japan hadn't had the best relationship in the mid 20th century. Some really terrible things went down. Yeah, shout out to Eric Rodriguez too. This is a good point, and also Mavericks and 6 earlier. I do remember when he said that. However, the Japanese and the United States they didn't have a great relationship. This stemmed out a few more years later into the 70s and 80s, where the Japanese and the United States tried to do business again. There weren't really great rapport that were pretty much developed by American and Japanese companies. However, this kind of changed around the time, I'm sure y'all can remember, WCW Collision in Korea, where wrestling companies start, kind of thinking about the Eastern Hemisphere and going over there. And so now, right, this 10-point plan, we see what the NJPW has been doing over the years here in America. Kyle Polish shows, getting back to the essence. The LA Dojo, everybody that's working and coming out of there, real good stuff. But this is basically New Japan, like fully coming into the West, right? Kind of wrestling in and of itself is a business that's kind of like outside of like regular business in America. Like when we like talking to other business people and shit like that, they sometimes like kind of scoff and laugh at professional wrestling. Certain people kind of know what's going on. David Zaslav, a lot of other people. But the main point is that the wrestling business is kind of to the side. Now, this is kind of like where a Japanese corporation can say, hey, let's do more business on the Western Hemisphere in this wrestling thing, and kind of be an example of that in Japan, right? And kind of being like one of the only like fronts, Bushiroad or Heihachi or however they're, presenting themselves. But like this company is like the first time in which we're trying to see them like improve with values, certain formats. I'm seeing one point here. They want to improve the streaming site. I think that is great. Just as a person, like, I don't speak Japanese, but I'm constantly like learning certain things. My uncle's wife is Japanese, so I'm constantly picking up things from them. But long story short, they want to do more westernized things to make this wrestling company in this current situation much more of a success and make New Japan prominent, not only in the West, but to itself. So the whole point about Hantai is a very interesting point too, because again, like the Bullet Club took over the whole fucking world, right? And once that happened, LIJ became a thing, right? And that kind of had a regional prominence, like in the West Coast, in Mexico, in Japan. And it's still kind of going on. It's not at the height that it was, Yuta Soji is cooking, and Naito just lost the IWGP title, but all of this said, I really think that this is like, even like the three of those guys together, Tanahashi, Matsumoto, and my other guy, Kadani, like they kind of have kind of like that like Western thing going on. Like they're wearing their suits, like they're making their points. And like, I just think that this was very like needed. Like we needed some type of statement. We needed some type of state of the union per se of New Japan. And with New Japan, Hantai, with that being a thing, that's going to make the company more important to folks in the West who might not be familiar with New Japan. So that's pretty much my feelings around it.
I like that. I like that because they did say in their efforts to, you feel me, or at least that the bullet point of strengthening ties with AEW. They was like, look, this partnership has been fruitful for both sides. And I know that some people have their skepticism about how fruitful it's been for us versus for them. But we're looking forward to, improving our, our skin in the game, and what we doing on another level, So I'm assuming they might be cooking a new, crossover show that maybe not Forbidden Door or some other Forbidden Door that's, on that end. That way they can show, okay, not only is the New Japan and AEW partnership strong in America, but we can also do dope shit over here on this side too. You feel me? So just wait and see, watch and see. You feel me? But Tanahashi, that boy. So him coming out with this mission statement was hard. And that's what it is. You feel me?
Hey, change the belt back.
yes, that's another one. Yes, please, man, please.
I keep looking at that belt, that logo behind him. I'm like, yo, what happened to the New Japan belt that I loved? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, IWGP Divas belt. You know what I mean? International The International Wrestling Grand Prix of Divas.
That's
You know
the,
what I mean? But no, it's cool. But I just like the classic design. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the that version that they got right now. It's not quite the Divas butterfly, but like, you know, the butterfly that Game had tattooed on his cheek.
Beef 3, bro. I was just watching Beef 3 because of the Kendrick shit. Like you know, oh man, we another time.
I love some beef. So he said, you got a fucking butterfly on your fucking face. Then you put a LA tattoo over there. You're a clown. Shout out to Raz Cash. You know what I'm saying? WWE aggression legend. You know what I'm saying?
Ben, let's go ahead and switch gears, man. Question of the week. You guys want to talk about the hottest finishing moves in the business today?
Ooh. What these niggas got to say?
I mean, they said a lot of things. You feel me? They said a couple of things. You feel me? If you'd like to get into it, we could do that. We got a song. Like to hear?
Hit the music.
Here you go.
Here you go.
You've got mail.
Yo.
Tony Storm.
Graham said question of the week this week. All right, all right, whatever. Question of the week this week. What is your favorite wrestling move finisher in wrestling today? What's your favorite? We got a few of them right here. Yo, shout out to Tishimo at Black Cream Soda. RKO forever and ever. Yeah, that's it. That's a classic. Everybody do that shit. Everybody got their own, like, what is it called? The cutter. Everybody got their own one. Shout out to at Big Fella Edit 79 H-Bomb. You know how much hate you gotta have to hit a jumping forearm, somebody neck or cranium? Yeah, crack this shit like an almond.
Fentanyl.
Shit is crazy.
It's the only thing I can think of, but that nigga's crazy.
That nigga is on fentanyl. Shout out to Ilya. Shout out to at he_is_Seth_. You guys know he underscore CJ in his Twitter name.
Right.
Yo, it said Stormbreaker is the smoothest move. Will Ospreay. How'd you at that nigga? He's not gonna respond. He might. Shout out to at _Barrington II. Today's hard RKO most likely of all time. OG Walls of Jericho. Yeah, not the Boston Crab one, the one where he like puts the knee on top of the head.
That's a lion tamer.
That's a lion tamer? Nigga, what's it? This all right. The lion tamer. The lion tamer is better.
The Walls of Jericho is the Boston Crab. I'm just being honest with you.
Or
I hate that shit.
I do too.
Shout out to at Leon Stacks 1K. They said will always and forever be the gore.
Can I say something real quick?
That's a good one. ECW in the building.
Can I say something real quick? Salute to the Gore. You feel me? Salute to Rhino. Salute to Leon Stacks. I just want to say that 1K is one stack. That's all.
Man said not a plural?
Yeah, Leon Stack.
Not a plural? This 999 stacks plus one.
Hey, you can't even.
He got one. He got one more.
My boy Schoolboy say, you feel me? Like, you can't even, like, if you got a rack, you feel me? Like, you can't even spend nothing. You feel me? That it ain't even a rack no more. You spend $1, nigga. You whooped out here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, shit is wild. Shout out to at Biggie Fat 39. Soul Snatcher is by far the best looking finisher because every time he hits that shit, it's like an RKO out of nowhere and it delivers. Yeah, that's my favorite too. That was the best one. Shout out to at creative_self, J Driller, Big Rig.
I like those.
You know, I said the Blaymore blood. Blaymore, the Blaymore is always gonna be the best one until because you can just kick, you can hit anybody with that shit. I like moves where you can just do it where you can hit them on any person and you can get the same effects.
Like this one.
Sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox.
Yeah. So you ain't got to tune up the band for that.
Oh man, JBL.
Oh.
Yeah.
He used to go like.
Shout out.
Y'all want to know what's my shit, man? I gotta lay this out here, man.
Please do.
Shoot, go ahead.
So, you know, this T-shirt behind me, you know, is a particular match that took place at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
I know the jury is still out on Dame. You dig what I'm saying on Reek and Dame Dash, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that South of Heaven is different now.
It's fire.
It's different. It's
right.
it's way like it was one thing before Mania, but when he picked that big Scottish motherfucker up in the middle of that fucking stadium in South Philly, nigga, I said, I'm like, okay, another heist.
Bang.
I mean, we had that WrestleMania 31 font. I'm like, we definitely gonna have a cash, and that looked like WrestleMania 31 font. What the fuck is that? And I love WrestleMania 31. Yeah, I mean, it was out there with y'all.
Right.
I'm like, it's a lot of signs in here tonight, man. Football, open air stadium. Yeah, but that South of Heaven is the one for me right now. I just had to put that out there, fellas. Yeah, the house call the one too. That's some nigga shit. It just looked like some shit that happens in the hood.
It's fire.
That, you know what I mean? Let's see, some kid doing that shit, badass little kid doing that shit. Not supposed to be doing it, but that's what
fire. I ain't bad.
Yo, Cool just said house call on Braun Breaker Spear.
Braun Breaker Spear for sure.
That's the one. That's the one.
You gotta be specific about it, not just the spear. You feel me? Like the gore. Y'all know who that is when you say gore. You feel me? Not just anybody gonna do the gore, but Braun Breaker Spear. Yeah, that's the one.
It's one of them.
Yeah, for sure. Really, really. You feel me? So salute to them, salute to that. You feel me? And all that they got.
That's fading the business.
Yeah, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. So we got to talk about some contracts going on over there with AEW. But there's some people over there on the WWE side that got some contracts coming up. That's going through some contract negotiations that ain't signed nothing yet. That, you know what I'm saying, recently may have signed something. Of course, we know that Seth Rollins has recently re-signed, but we also know that Becky Lynch has not. She still has not committed to a WWE deal. She's doing her thing, officially a free agent. So she is free to show up at Forbidden Door, at All In, at any episode of Dynamite, maybe next weekend at Against All Odds, at TNA. Who knows? Maybe Brooks Jensen will be there at TNA since he got update on that guy. He's not actually released. He was playing bullshit. Ha 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 ha. I'm funny.
Yo, bro, what I hop at, nigga? Like, yo, like,
Yeah,
what I hop at? I'm trying to know where I can get some pancakes at, my nigga.
Crazy. So salute to Becky Lynch. I don't know what she's gonna do, but I'll definitely be watching him as time goes along. We'll provide more Becky Lynch updates. You feel me? Lynch watch, Becky watch, whatever the fuck we want to call it. Man watch. They watch.
Yo, man, Beck's Bag Brigade. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. You feel me? Let's go ahead and run with it. You feel me? Yes, indeed. But it's not just Becky Lynch. You know what I'm saying? That might be a free agent soon. We know that. We know that. I ain't gonna do that yet. All right, cool. Fuck it. Gable Steveson signed with the Bills. All right, I'll just throw that out there. Cool. He ain't coming back.
Yuck.
Is he actually gonna make the team?
No, nigga. He don't know how to do nothing, nigga.
I'm a defensive tackle for 2.5 months. The fuck, nigga? I gotta do something.
Nigga.
He wanted to
fight with knives, nigga.
He wanted to train for the Olympics since WWE wasn't doing nothing with him, and they said, "Nah, we're not gonna let you compete." And then he said, "I
wasn't doing nothing with him."
Exactly.
Nigga, you stink.
Right, exactly. And then they fired him, and then it was too late for him to jump into the thing and do some training. So it is what it is. Now he got to do something. And somebody said, "You want to play for the Bills?" And he said, "Fuck it, my agent is working out here." So here we go. You feel me? It is what it is. Boom. But let's get into it. Fightful Select is reporting that DIJAK contract is up at the end of June. They have begun contract negotiations with WWE, which is why you haven't seen him on TV as of late. But it looks like they're trying to work something out to where he could possibly be featured on the program. I mean, they drafted him to Raw. I would assume that they had some type of plan for him. But as of now, with negotiations and a little bit of back and forth going on, it does not appear that we've got a deal on the table as of yet. But
salute to DIJAK, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do his thing. What y'all think about DIJAK, Becky Lynch, and all of that before we get into the last contract conversation that we're gonna have here?
Bro, you know how sick I'd be if I was DIJAK if they called me up just to let me go. Like, that's some sick ass shit, cuz we'll call you up, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about contract negotiations? Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're gonna get you on Raw, though. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you on Raw. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you a leather jacket. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take the old chick off your name. And then we just gonna be chilling. You feel me? But right now, you know what I'm saying? Be patient. You know what I mean?
You thought you was gonna get a raise, and we was just gonna pay you your NXT rate. I know they said Zoe Stark make $350,000, and that's main roster minimum. But how about this? We would pay your utilities and your apartment, and we give you $1,800 a month.
Yo, blood. That's the same deal that Monica got in Love and Basketball when she went to Spain. You know what I'm saying? Give them the Monica and Love and Basketball deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we'll give you $200,000 and then three shirts and then I'm saying Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out early, and we'll give you the NCAA football game.
It's like that.
Just like that.
What you got, Lo? Becky, DIJAK, anything?
I'm still stuck on the meanest shit. I don't know. I'm laughing at this one comment too, talking about Brooks Jensen and Joe Hendry. But yeah, man. Another thing, man. I think Becky could definitely lend a great hand and influence to the AEW women's locker room. You dig what I'm saying? I think it's a little bit of space for somebody like DIJAK too. I think that I think that what he's carried on NXT in the last few in the last year has been like the most he could do in an environment like that. And with the colorful characters that's a part of that roster. And yeah, I think that he could probably do some way more explosive things on something like the AEW roster or even on the indies. But I mean, like somebody who I kind of see him clashing with in AEW and kind of making a more relevant situation for the both of them is my man Lance Archer. I think that's a dog fight waiting to happen. So yeah, man. But just more on the Becky thing. I think that Becky, if she do go to AEW, this is going to be one of the biggest contracts in women's wrestling history. I don't know how much Sasha is getting, but at this moment where Sasha has already been pinned is the paper. It's happening. She's about to be, 2-belt Mercedes. Bringing somebody in like Becky is going to be like explosive as well. So that's going to be like huge news when that comes out. If that comes out, I'm sure all of the people, Brandon Thurston and all of the folks that's on the economic numbers end of this shit going to be talking about it, even just, vaguely, right? Folks like Cornette and shit. But I think it's going to be a really explosive moment on paper for Becky if she do go over there. And yeah, I don't know, man, but it's going to be real. And like, that's the thing. Like, what is Becky's like name and likeness going to be? Like, it's a lot of questions that I currently have. DIJAK, I feel like, he could definitely be as creative as he want to be. But yeah, the Becky thing is very, very fucking interesting right now, man. Just business wise and just from a television perspective. What stars are on what shows?
Yeah. Spider-Man means me looking at Lance is hilarious. Like, they're literally the exact same person. Like when you said that shit, I was like, yo, he's absolutely fucking right.
That's a fight right there. I mean, for those of us that watch boxing and UFC, like we kind of know what it's like making the matchups and all. I mean, even in wrestling too, right? But no, that's you. I mean, I know you feel me, Jizzle, but yeah, that's
styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? They got they're definitely the same style.
Yeah.
That would be great. Him and Keith Lee too. Like, oof. Right.
Oh my god.
That back.
That's hard.
Oh my, Shane Taylor. Yeah. So
Tony Khan, after you finish writing your stand-up set, come check out these booking ideas we got for you.
Mac Jones was like, "Yo, here."
Another individual that quite possibly has a contract expiring pretty soon. This upcoming Friday, Chad Gable. Just actually had a the segment that they had on Raw this past Monday was the highest rated segment on the show, peaked in viewership and in the demo. So it does appear that there is huge interest in the Chad Gable storyline and the development of his character, where they're going with Alpha Academy.
and this feud that he has with Sami Zayn to add to that. Now, he hasn't reportedly, at least, signed a new deal, but they have officially announced that next weekend at Clash at the Castle, Chad Gable is getting another shot at the Intercontinental Championship. It is his 5th opportunity since September. He will be facing off against Sami Zayn in Scotland, Glasgow, for the championship, for the title. Now, what do you guys think of Chad Gable, where he's at right now, and the possibility of him maybe walking out?
I think that he's in what's Stephen A. say, the peripheral catbird seat. He's one of the most over storylines and most over wrestlers in WWE right now. So he has definitely the negotiating powers. But I just need to go back to this picture right here. Look how cold this nigga is, like on his toes, suplexing this nigga.
Bro, that's the Michael Jackson logo. Like that's That's Michael Jackson Moonwalker, bro. That's crazy with the ankle socks. Like that shit is crazy. You know how you saw the Michael Jackson joint, like when the movie came on and shit. Like that should be Chad new shit with the, you know what I mean?
Straight in the man in the mirror.
German suplex. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, you
taking me back. I'm gonna have to mark Moonwalker after this. Like he went straight into the shit, straight into motherfucking Moonwalker. Bitches passing out. You know what I'm saying? Robots. But he's in the catbird seat. I think I don't know if he can name his own price. I don't know if he's there yet, but you know what I'm saying? He definitely has negotiating power.
Yeah, he's not there yet, naming his own price. Ben, where is he at? Ben, what you think? Where's he? How you looking at this? Yeah, in the States.
I think at this point when you're drawing more interest than the world title itself, you're picking up more viewers than that. I think you have a good negotiating point. I think he could name his own price and whatever it may be. No, but I think he can get something decent out of it. I think he get more than he probably expected that he would get when contract negotiations come up. Because I don't think WWE wants to run into another situation of, okay, we just put this nigga on a pedestal and then like right when we do it, he's out of here. I remember when that happened with Malachi Black. Like literally, we do all this building up, and then somebody puts him out of the company, and unbeknownst to us, then by the time we try to get him back, he ain't trying to hear all that. So I feel like they need to do what's right by Chad Gable. Give him some extra on top of it. Do whatever you have to do. Give him a little extra signing bonus, whatever you need to do to keep him there. Because this is obviously drawing the viewers. And on top of that, we have more stuff on the horizon with looks like they're building up the Alpha Academy, and they're gonna bring in the Creed brothers and everything like that. And people want to see the payoff from that. So I think like he has him in a corner right now.
Do you think that's why we haven't seen more growth in that story as far as the Alpha Academy and the Creeds possibly joining the fold, or Gable leaving Alpha Academy to form something new with the Creeds? Or do you think maybe because of negotiations we haven't seen a little bit more forward progress with that?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because it's like, yo, we're already trying to push this storyline forward. Like if he left after Clash at the Castle, it wouldn't be a good look for them, but it would be less devastating than if we set up a whole storyline for you and gave you a stable behind it, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm leaving. Because that not only makes us look dumb for putting this behind you, but it has the Creeds hanging out high and dry, and they don't have anything going on after that. So I feel like that's probably why they're waiting. And then after, we probably will see more progression with Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree kind of like fully exiting the group and bringing in the Creeds and Ivy Nile. I think Ivy Nile is coming into the group with them, even though she's like, oh yeah, Maxine, like you're my buddy and everything like that. I think she turns heel on it too. But yeah, I think that's probably why they've kind of taken a step back. And I think maybe if he hasn't resigned yet, this IC title match is definitely like, hey man, why don't you stick around a little longer? They used to do this shit to Dolph Ziggler, like every time he was gonna resign. They were like, hey, you want an IC title?
Yep. Blow, what you think? Take us out on this on the Gable topic.
I honestly think that he needs. Sami Zayn has been a particular talent in this company. I want to go back to a bit of my college years at Full Sail University. What I was able to see this man do, just moment after moment, you know, takeover after takeover, and the role that he's played on the main roster since he's been there, very high spot last year. Very. I think we got to put this title on Chad. I mean, depending on what the situation is, and I think we just got to do it. We had the Mania moment. It was a fucking movie. We were there, right? But, you know, the Rocky moment, Khadija, we did it, hoodies, everything, right? Few weeks walked, you know, it's now June, right? It'll be July, SummerSlam, be here before we know it. Who knows how much Sammy will be cooking without the belt? A Sammy Chase is the shit. And so that's where, you know, Sammy is in that Chase lineage, right? You know, he's one of Dusty's guys, you know what I mean, and all of that. The shit with Sammy is always in the chase. What if he's chasing a title or whoever he's chasing behind? Whether that was Roman or Jay, he may need to chase behind Gunther a little bit more, depending on what the situation is after that. He may need to chase behind someone like Drew, depending on how that situation ends up. But yeah, let's put that on Chad, because Chad, then like he needs this IC promotion right now. Let's see what else Sammy could do on the top of the card, bro.
Yeah. And you mentioned maybe
everything that been lined out was amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, his chase is the shit. And you mentioned like him possibly chasing Drew, depending on how that shakes out with Damian or whatever. They could always go back to the fact that Drew put Sammy out at the end of last year. And he missed like 6 to 8 weeks. Like he couldn't come back until like just before the Royal Rumble. And that's because Drew put him out. So if Drew get that title, another Sammy Chase for the world title until he gets that or fails, I think there's money in that as well.
And I just say that because Sammy, you know, he hasn't been missing any meals.
No.
Not missing any plates. So that's just why I say that, because I feel like he good and he know that he good. He did interviews with Kathy Kelly, been there, done that. Let's see what else we can do this summer.
Especially getting that Saudi money now too, going back over there now. He's a hometown boy. Like,
come on.
Boy, like Braun over there. So you're right.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we've got Clash at the Castle coming up next week, so we'll talk about predictions next week for that show. We've still got Battleground predictions coming up in just a moment, but before we get into that, I do want to talk about Liv Morgan and this whole situation with Dominik Mysterio. She is playing a hell of a game of manipulation here, and I think that is quite obvious at this point, based on how she's treating Dom and the advances that she's making towards him, and you know the fashion that she's kind of trying to roll out her Liv Morgan revenge tour. Go ahead, Ben, talk us out.
She told him. She literally said it in a promo. She was like, yo, I told Liv I was going to ruin her life. I was going to take everything that she loves. I'm going to take a title, and now I'm going to take a nigga. Like, she didn't say nigga, but you can imagine.
Context clues.
Yeah. So, like, yo, she definitely told him. She was like, yo, man, look, I'm here to, you know, to ruin everything she loves. And the thing about Dominik is, even though she's saying this, I think he's gonna fall for it, because you got to look at it. He's been a victim, and in both of these situations, when Rhea came in, Rhea was beating his ass and trying to, you know, take this nigga over here by force, like the girls on Ed, Edd n Eddy. Come to find out this dragging this nigga along, and like I think like when you finally get Liv and Rhea, it's obviously gonna be like a situation like, okay, who is Dom gonna go with or whatever. I think like when that does come about, I think he needs to go with Liv, because Liv has treated you much better. Rhea never protected you. Rhea never was standing in front of Braun Strowman like, hey, this mine right here. Don't touch him. Like nothing like that. She was beating your ass, and she ain't never. And she been stringing you along. She got a fiance. I mean, you got a wife, but you know, I feel like you know you get out of that more. I saw everybody was saying like, yo, he has Rhea, he has a side chick and a wife. I'm like, nah, the way it looks right now. Everybody, no disrespect, but the wife kind of looking like side chick.
No, like he might end up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really Yo, this shit, yo, it's just like what you said. You'll be like, yo, I had to get he got to get jumped into that relationship with Rhea.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Like he got choked out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like even though he probably wanted that. You know what I mean? But but like just to be like, because man, come on, you know how we are, man. Like, man, we are weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as the girls start treating us a little bit better than our girls treating us, we'll be like, you know what, we'll entertain it. We'll be like, she did buy me Chick-fil-A that day while I was at work. You know what I mean? Like, Rhea Ripley's gonna have to come in singing that In Vogue, like, what's it gonna be? You know what I'm saying?
She did baby D him into the relationship though.
Yeah.
She did.
Like you see Norbit when she was like, "Yeah, you got a girlfriend? You do now.
Get
your bitch ass up and hold my hand." We go together now.
Pretty much. Well, Rhea was supposed to be out for what, like 4 months or something like that. This was like,
it was her AC joint.
We basically 2 months from when she went out. She comes back maybe just after SummerSlam or maybe September. Can they stretch this out that long? Are y'all gonna be interested in Liv Morgan and Dom playing this will they won't they game with like what's Finn and JD's involvement in all of this? Like
one of them gonna start hating. It's probably gonna be that big head nigga JD. You know what I mean? Like, how come nobody like me? You know what I mean? Like, you can stretch it. It's just God, man. Whoever thought that Dom would be the prize? Like, yo, he is the prize now, dog. Like, and that'll make a nigga feel good. Like especially with like everybody's been in that position with two girls like at the same time. You was like, I'm gonna stretch this out as long as I can. Because there's nothing that a man loves than adulation from the opposite sex.
Right. So. Vincent says, y'all see she liked all of Dom's Instagram posts. Liv is the world's dangerous like Ken Shamrock was. That's funny. Yeah.
That means Rhea got to come back like Steve Blackman and start making niggas bleed out their mouth. You know
JM says JD McDonough looked like he say, "Where my hug at?"
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, I'll see you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Damn, another one.
Nah, man, but really, like, can they stretch this out until September, October, whenever like Rhea comes back? Like,
how long did they stretch that Bobby Lashley fucking power fucking line of storyline for? Like,
that was like 2 months.
2 months too long.
I mean, God, he don't even need no crutches for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be. I think they can stretch it out for at least until the Money in the Bank. What's the
which is
3.5
July,
weeks,
right?
Now? Yeah. July, right? Yeah, what's in September? What's that?
Fastlane or something like that. I don't
probably
know.
Great Balls of Fire or something. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like one of them joints, so you can stretch it out. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that wrestling loves more than a good love triangle.
Mm-hmm. Mega Powers. Sold the whole sport for 50 years. You know what I mean? Real shit.
You got lust in your eyes, Rhea.
Now that's crazy. Rhea got lust in her eyes. Wow. All right, man. So not only is that beef going on, man, I'm wondering how long they can stretch that out, you know, and keep that entertaining. One thing that I'm really excited for, and I'm happy that they are extending, is this program with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. Last week on SmackDown, AJ Styles kind of feigned retirement, brought out the Good Brothers, thanked them for all that they've done together. You know, talked about all these, you know, traveled up and down these roads and how many of these celebrations that he's missed. He said he went to his son's graduation, and how many graduations have I missed over the years? Maybe I should just go home at this point and be a phenomenal father.
The kids you got, my nigga.
Yeah, man. I know, right?
Nah,
Yo.
The crowd started booing the fuck at him when he said that. He's like, yo, man, I just want to go home, spend some time with my kids before they all, you know, out of the house. You know, if I want to be a father. They was like, boo, nigga. Boo. Do the spinal tap, nigga.
Your kids, nigga. The niggas is grown now. They grow. You finna kick them out the house, nigga. I got kicked out the house at 18. As soon as Machine Gun came out, Cody should have known that something was going on. Like, what the fuck is Machine Gun doing here, nigga? Would you just fight Axiom 2 days ago? Like, oh shit, I'm about to get you.
How do we feel about this AJ Styles? First of all, the fake retirement angle, and then remix of that, and then of course the program that we doing with Cody here. Low, go ahead and run it, bud.
This was cold, man. I'm because I was worked. I was watching live for Mark Henry. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, other generation, you know, we've seen it enough times by now, and we know what that feeling was.
Yeah.
When I seen him with because if you peep, and I'm, you know, dissecting things, all of that, you know, I try to be as eagle-eyed as possible. Mark Henry didn't have on the full pink. I don't think a man of his stature would have he had on like just like the Sunday brunch joint, just the pink pastel with the khaki pants.
Yeah.
But AJ had on the full Easter joint. He didn't have on the patents, but he had on the rustics. He had on like rustic wingtips. He didn't have on, you dig what I'm saying? Because if you look at him and Cody always got that shit on.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is AJ going to do some work at the end of the segment? But I'm like, nah. I'm like, no, this shit real. Like his son, I'm like, yeah, it's June. How many kids AJ got? Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. Like he had me on a Friday night. He worked the shit out of me. And it was because like this is, he's in my top 5, top 10, all of the, but I'm just like, this might be it. Because I was trying to figure out the AJ thing since he came back. This nigga start talking about Pearl Jam. One segment on Raw. I mean, I think this was a segment on SmackDown. I'm like, my man listening to Pearl Jam. Is he depressed? What the fuck is going on? You think I'm saying? It's just the things that was going on between him and Mishin and them backstage. And I'm like, he's either working this shit really good or like AJ is kind of different. Then the LA thing happened, Philly happened. It was all good. But AJ might be back in his like bag. Like he might not be done. He's definitely still in but he worked the shit out of me the other night. Few minutes before it, I was talking with my cousin. He was like, "No, it's about to happen," and I was just like, "Let me just." And then I'm like, "Okay, yeah." I mean, but when I saw Gallows, and when I saw Anderson, I'm like, "It's really happening." And then when I saw, the Too Sweet, originally it's called the Turkish Wolf. For those that don't know that, a little bit of wrestling history is Kevin Nash's Turkish Wolf. He's a Native American man. He brought that to both WWF and WCW. So once I saw the Too Sweet, I'm like, all right, it might be happening, man. That's how I think about him and Finn, like their match, you know what I mean, a few years ago. And I'm like, yeah, we got the moments, didn't we? But listen, let's keep running it. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Yeah, like for me, I thought from the beginning, from the get-go, when they were like, yeah, he's gonna come out, he's gonna have something to say. I was like, yo, we running the Mark Henry fake retirement and everything like that. And I was cool with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was cool with it all the way through. And this brings it back to something that I've said on the show many times. It's okay to go with the obvious things sometimes. Like you don't always need to throw a wrench in the plans and do something out of the ordinary. A lot of people were saying like, oh yeah, he's gonna do the Mark Henry thing. And then when he did it, everyone loved it. It did numbers. Mark Henry's trending for a full day. And shout out to Mark Henry because he loved that shit. But going with the obvious choice sometimes is the right move because you look at the benefits that you got from it. You reap the benefits of it. But I'm really enjoying this run that AJ is on as well. I originally thought that he was going to come out, kind of be desperate like Shawn Michaels leading up to WrestleMania 26 and that he was going to go back to TNA and do a little run over there since like they're kind of like working together, a little bit. But I'm cool with this. I'm happy with this. I think they saw the match that they had in France and the reaction that they got over there and the reaction that they got for their for the rivalry as well. And then also they didn't really get to tell a big story in the beginning. I feel like now they can kind of go deeper into it. You can talk about their involvement in the Bullet Club. You have AJ going out as a full-fledged heel, and he has Gallows and Anderson at his back right now. I'm here for it. Yo,
CJ, does this match, since they're running it back, does it need a stipulation, or can they just, you feel me, see each other from the shoulders again?
I mean, if you fake retire on me and shit, I kind of want to fight you in a non-rule setting. You know what I mean? Because you made me fall for it. You brought fucking machine gun out here. I should have known it. You know what I'm saying? What the fucking machine gun doing out here? It damn near has to be. I just don't want it to be like a cage match. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, cuz like another cage match. But I think it damn near has to have a stipulation, especially with the circumstances that it like how it because like the whole thing before it where he went to Nick Aldis was like, yo, like I don't know how much time I got left. Like I'm trying to like that's what set it up, you know what I mean? It kind of made it kind of real. And Nick Aldis was like, hey nigga, man, you old as fuck, nigga, just like me. You say go ahead and take a job back here with me, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? We good. I'll bring back the hollow point. Oh yeah, this is lit.
I was going to say
that
that
strap match. Yo, say Yappa Pie strap match. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Yappa Pie strap match, bringing that back.
Two Southern boys from Georgia, bull rope match, strap match, something like that. That's what you likely gonna see out of these guys at some point. And then honestly, like who else do like Ben? You made this point when we talked about the draft. Who else do they got over there right now for Cody to like really have an extended feud with? You know what I'm saying? You might not want to touch the Randy Orton program just yet in his reign, you know what I'm saying? So you got to have something for him to do. This is something for him to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rolling with it. And after that match in France, like it's definitely time for another one. You know what I'm saying? Andre has another moment right here in the chat. He said, my theory, this was a pivot because of Braun Breaker heating up. I thought it was a trade between AJ and Braun was going to happen. They did report that plans have significantly changed for Braun Breaker on Raw as of late, just based on the reaction and how he's been getting over. So I don't know. Maybe there was a situation where he might have been traded back to SmackDown just based off of, you know, how he was acting on not being in the King of the Ring or whatever and all of that. So yeah, I think there's a possibility for that. You feel me? I definitely do. Let's see.
House. Nick is at my house. Nick is at my house.
Right.
Nicholas is at my house. Nick. Yo, Cody got right. House and beat him up in front of his. You got to hit this nigga with his kid's diploma or something. Like, you got to. you can't dupe me like this. You know what I'm saying? In front of all my peoples. And in front of Machine Gun, nigga, like Machine Gun was there. You could have tricked me, like Machine Gun didn't even tell me, nigga. Like, what you doing out here, blood?
Machine Gun's out there on fentanyl, cuz. Couple of notes. The Vince McMahon and Janelle Grant case has been paused for the time being. The Department of Justice currently looks like it might be a criminal case pending, you feel me? So that request of trying to keep this private in arbitration, that's not going to happen, likely. But yeah, it does look like they did ask for Janelle Grant and her team to pause the case, and they have acquiesced. And for at least 6 months while they're getting things together, it does look like we might be seeing a little bit more of Vince McMahon and all of this information that we did not sign up for, but it's a nasty nigga, and we got to get him up out of here. So there's that. Also, this real quick, and let's get into predictions and get the fuck out of here. But one word response from each of you. Dave Meltzer has recently claimed that WWE is leaking bad information in regards to AEW ratings and things of and things of that nature to the media. And just as recent as the last episode of Collision, Fast Nationals came out Monday morning and said that AEW has tanked pretty much, and they hit 122,000 views for Collision. That was not the actual number. It was more like 378, just under 400,000 for this recent episode. But the initial report that came out was that Collision did 122,000. And of course, with the bad reporting about, or at least the bad ratings that AEW has been pulling in, and people have been wondering their standing with WBD in regards to that, just want to ask you guys, simple question, simple response, one word, few words, real quick though. Dave Meltzer's claiming that WWE has something to do with that and didn't provide any sources, just said that, yo, this is what happened. What do y'all think? Jizzle, you first.
He lied. He lied.
You were just on a certain subject? More litigation?
Yeah.
More litigation. That's my statement. Potentially.
Ben?
Source. Trust me, bro. That's his source.
Nah, for real.
Right. Nah. I got a text. Somebody told me. Anyways,
NXT Battleground is this upcoming weekend. It is the first time that the WWE and the UFC are going to be partnering on an event at the UFC Apex in Vegas. Sexyy Red will be hosting the event for WWE Next as old girl along. It is what it is when they covered her appearance. But yeah, NXT Battleground in Vegas. Sexyy Red is the host. We've got predictions here. Want to get you guys' thoughts. If you're in the chat, please feel free to chime in. Also, if you ain't hit that like button yet, I don't know what you doing. You've been here long enough, man. Go ahead and smash that. Hit that subscribe. You feel me? Come check us out next week. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay dangerous. Now, with that said, let's get into these matches. 6 matches on the card. 6 matches on the card. 6 matches on the card. And we're going to start with the North American Championship 3-way. Obafemi versus what is this? Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, Joe Coffey, and Wes Lee.
Coffey. That was one of them Gallus niggas.
What we got? Who y'all going with, man? Who y'all going with, man? Jizzle, you kick it off for us, brother.
All right, we got 66 2/3% chance of a nigga winning, so I'm picking the biggest nigga in the in the match. I'm picking Obi. You know what I'm saying? By murder death on the white man.
I like
on
that.
the white. It's great.
I like that. I like that. I am also going Obafemi by pinfall. I don't care who he pins. Obafemi by pinfall. Lo, please feel free to let us know how you think that match, the matches for the predictions are going to end via pinfall or submission or some other, DQ, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think that Wes takes the pin here in this match from Oba, who retains Love Joe. But I believe that this thing with Oba got to be rolled out a bit more. I think that Joe stays a bit protected. And Wesley kind of coming into the picture in this juncture. I think he's the one that takes the pin.
Welcome back, nigga. Eat the pin.
Right. Ben, who you got?
Yo, I got
Oba. How shit going over here, cuz? Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
I got Obafemi by pin. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, there we go. All right, man. We just talked about AJ Styles and what he's got going on with Cody Rhodes, but over here at NXT, the Good Brothers, Gallows and who, Jizzle?
By a fucking machine gun. You know what I'm saying?
Taking on Axiom and Nathan Frazier for the NXT Tag Team titles. I'm gonna go ahead and kick this one off. I think due to what's going on with AJ and what's going on with NXT overall right now, salute to Axiom and Nathan Frazier. I'm going with the Good Brothers, man. Pinfall, man. That's what we doing. They take the NXT tag titles. My opinion.
Cause
I got to say the same because. Yeah, you can't y'all can have some belts, but y'all just can't have these belts because we doing something with these ones on SmackDown. We don't want y'all to get in the way, but yeah, y'all could definitely have these shits. Yeah. Get them on Fox. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with that. Lo, who you got?
Yeah, absolutely. The Good Bros by pinfall. After seeing the match against Malik and Idris, just looked like some momentum was building. You dig what I'm saying? Something about the way Book said that Magic City baby at the end of the match. And Book was having a great time. Magic City must have been on his mind, right? But and this past Tuesday. But I think that definitely Good Brothers pinfall, new NXT champions.
Man, listen, Nathan Axiom, I believe in you. Just not today. I'm picking picking Machine Gun in them, and then the Machine Gun Festus. You know what I'm saying? MGF, and then I'm picking them, and I'm picking them by 2 Magic Killers. And it's probably going to be on Axiom because we can't have no white on white crime on USA. You know what I'm saying? Only for SVU. So I'm picking them.
I'm with that.
I hate it when I'm watching SVU and a nigga does it. I'm like, yo, man, you making us.
It always be the nigga in the first 7 minutes too. Like, yo, I knew it was him.
That's crazy. All right, cool. So we got those 2 matches in the tuck. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Well, let's go into NXT Underground. We got Lola Vice
facing off against Shayna Baszler. Both of these women are cage fighters, so they do have that MMA background, and Lola Vice with her kickboxing as well. What are we thinking, man? What are we thinking here? NXT Underground, Shayna Baszler, Lola Vice. Who y'all got? Ben.
It's Lola Vice. Lola Vice by Penn. It's gotta be. It's like, bro, you got too much riding on her.
I like that.
With the bill, Booker T already throwing out
Right,
hypothetical
that
ideas that we shouldn't be talking about. But yeah,
You got that. All right, cool. Lo, who you got in this one?
I like Lola, man. I feel like there's a few things going on right now with some politics going on with Shayna and it's slipping me right now. Zoe Stark. You know what I mean? Seeing them out in Philly, yeah, I mean, then we, you know, they don't like women popping ass. They don't like seeing no ass. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to be, they need to be, you know, taught a little something. You know what I mean? So I think that Shayna takes this pin. I feel like a certain side of the NXT women's locker room, a certain side of that locker room has the momentum. They have the attention and they have the nation. If that makes sense. Shout out Sexy Red. But I think in this particular match, yeah, we gotta, you know, we're gonna give Lola some shine at the Battleground Apex. So yeah, let's do that. Shayna takes the pin to Lola.
yeah, my bad. Ken says NXT Underground rules, knockout or submission. I take it knockout. I don't see Shayna. I don't see Shayna submitting.
Lola by sub is good too, though.
I agree.
But also a smash, yeah.
Lola by knockout. Yeah, I don't see Shayna tapping. Maybe she passes out. But I don't see her tapping. Yeah, I don't know about that. Thanks, Ken. That was a good move. We appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to Ken, man.
Big
I see Lola stood next to Sexy Red. I see two bad bitches. All right.
Real shit.
I am picking Lola by submission. I think Lola's gonna beat her with the care through the clutch. I think she's gonna beat her with her own move too. I think you got to send a message if you want to build up Lola Vice as much as you say that you want to build her up. I think you gotta get it like a decisive win like that. And I think that would be the perfect way. So I got Lola by submission as well. And like, Lola's right. You know what I'm saying? Like there is a different side, you know what I'm saying, in the NXT, the backside, you know what I'm saying? And that's the side that I'm going with.
Right.
So yeah.
I like that.
On, Lola.
Let's yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. Everybody made their pick for that. Let's stay on the backside of NXT. Let's stay on that. And I'm not gonna sexualize these women in this match, but however, there's 6 of them, and there's 5 black women in this match. So salute to NXT, salute to Chef Michaels. Let him cook.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 133 and 1/3% chance that we go yapping. All right.
Yes, the introduction of the North American Women's Championship will be on the line here in a ladder match, 6-pack challenge. Micha and Mia Yim, of course, Lash Legend, Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, and Fallon Henley. Man, this I do think this has the potential to be a really good match, and also these women can, showcase that they really got something. You got Micha in here, you got Fallon Henley, who's more than serviceable in the ring. Kalani Jordan's been doing great, and Sol Ruka is extremely exciting. Lash Legend for the power, and I think Jada Parker is a great wild card. What do you guys think happens here? Who do you guys think takes the win?
Somebody black. All right. Man, I feel like this is something that I'm picking Kalani. Like I think it's something like if you're gonna start out something like that, like I think she just has all the tools and like this, the smile and the moves, and this like you don't expect her to win, and because I think they're just gonna use Sol Ruka like they use Shelton Benjamin in these ladder matches. Like, go do all these cool ass moves and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? So like, and yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think Kalani gonna get that shit. Come on, Kalani, don't let me down.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Lash Legend. She's already doing a lot right now alongside Trick Williams and her group that she's in. So I feel like that belt going into that storyline would get all eyes on and everything like that. So I feel like Lash Legend, and I think she has the most star power out of Jada Parker. I feel like is between her and Jada Parker for me. They're the biggest names that could probably lift this title up as a first reign.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel like Jada Parker still has a ways to go. I feel like she has the star power and star quality that you want, but I feel like she has a little bit more brushing up in the ring to do. But like, she's definitely gonna be a problem when she gets all the pieces together. But yeah, Lash.
With you on that, Low, what you thinking?
Yeah, man, this is some good. This is some stuff to really like sit with for a while and have to chew on. No pun intended. However, these 6 women in this match, we're in a particular moment right now where I feel like with this North American title being introduced, with the spot that this North American title could have on each NXT, PLE associated show, or like the Battlegrounds or whatever is going to stand alone, these 6 women can become very synonymous with this title. The same way the folks that were fighting for the North American title, that those takeovers became synonymous with that run, right? For me, I'm thinking Lash, but I like Fallon. I really appreciate what Soul Ruka is doing. I love Jada. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I love Kehlani, love Michin, go way back. And definitely Lash is doing all of the above right now. But I think that they're going to, and that title going into that scene would be awesome. You dig what I'm saying? And kind of seeing those titles next to each other and on the same square. You dig what I'm saying? With 2 black folks, I would be all for that. You dig what I'm saying? But I just feel like the lineage of where NXT women title holders have been in the last, I just think I like Fallon. Now, put it on one of the black women, please. Please put it on Lash. But that's just what I'm thinking, because you know how you got like the person who you like, but the person that like who they're probably gonna go with. But I see this North American title in in this women's division really. Remember Shawn and Razor with the Intercontinental title? Yes. It was like 2 of them, and then they did it again at SummerSlam and all like that. I really feel like that's the lineage that the NXT North American title comes out of with those ladder matches. But now we get like a full-fledged booking Shawn, and who was actually fucking there as one of the other people like in that. So I think that with these 6 women, if they're chasing, so be it. But I love Lash, but I'm thinking Fallon. But love what Soul, Kalani, and what everybody is doing. Jada, oh my gosh. Me, Chin, classic. And so that's just how I feel. But this is match of the night for me. This is going to be the match that I'm paying most attention to because of its standing in NXT as a brand, and where hopefully that title takes the brand.
Okay. I'm with y'all.
Fallon being the dark horse as the white girl is hilarious. But who you got, Graham?
She's the fentanyl in this match. I am going. Listen. I think Lowe makes a good point as far as there's the person that you like that you really think could make a good champion, and there's the person that they'll likely go with. For me, in this instance, Soul Ruka is the one that I like, but I just don't know if she's ready yet. Just like as far as like Jada Parker could use a little bit more seasoning in the ring, but I feel like Soul Ruka, after that knee injury, I feel like they may want to see a little bit more out of her just before they put that title on her. That's why I'm gonna go Lash. Not only because Metaphor has been a dope stable. Noam Dar was scheduled to get this title match in this program with Trick Williams. He's out right now. I think with her and what she's been able to do, bouncing off of Trick, her being a heel, but also kind of being a little bit of a tweener in a sense, works. And I think she would be a great powerhouse champion along with the other powerhouse, Obafemi. But I think something with Lash as the first North American women's champion would work. I'm interested in seeing that. So that's my pick.
Lash. You think Sexyy Red helps somebody win?
Oh, man. If she helps anybody win, I think there'll be some involvement.
No ass. You're right.
I think there'll be some involvement with either this match or maybe the NXT title match.
which we'll get into right now. Trick Williams defending against the debuting Ethan Page, who just signed his NXT contract, of course, and got this match. Who you guys got, man? Trick Williams, Ethan Page, NXT title.
I'm not going to pretend like I care about Ethan Page.
I feel you.
I'm gang.
Yeah, we're going gang on this one. Bet on black.
Yeah, it's Trick by Penn. But yo, don't not too much on Ethan Page. I didn't know he was this nice on the mic. I didn't know that. Y'all had Dan Lambert talking for him, and he had a manager at the time. He was in AEW. I didn't know he was like that. So I'm enjoying, him doing his little signing and everything like that. Getting his talk his little shit and everything like that. I'm cool with it. But yeah, it's got to be Trick Williams. Like
talk before him.
Yeah, that.
Trick by pinfall.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely Trick by pinfall.
Everybody pinfall, Trick?
Yep.
I'm with that. All right, cool. Tony in the chat says, "All Ego Wrestling wins by DQ." I could see that too. It's very interesting.
Does Jordan Grace come and beat up Trick?
Maybe Metaphor comes in. I think Metaphor comes in because Metaphor might end up coming in because he got attacked at the end of NXT.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Jordan Grace comes in there and throws Jonathan Gresham at that nigga.
That's hilarious. as a foreign object.
Yeah, by DQ.
Look, before we get into the main event, we're going to use this as a segue here. David Alexander says, my hot take is Trick and Ethan's match gets interrupted by another TNA star, one that Ethan is pretty familiar with by the name of Josh Alexander. I think that would be interesting. Now, in regards to that, however, we've got this budding partnership between TNA, NXT, WWE, whatever is going on here. There were a few people that were let go of TNA's front office recently. A few of them were planned. One, I believe, was not planned. However, the match that I'm most intrigued by this upcoming weekend at Battleground for NXT is the NXT Women's Championship match where Roxanne Perez will be defending against the TNA Knockouts the TNA Knockouts champion, not Knockout Women's, excuse me. Use your words, my brother. It's Pride. Salute to everybody. Pride. It's Pride Month. You feel me? This ain't got nothing to do with this match, but salute to everybody. You feel me? It's gang. You feel me? But yes, the NXT Women's title is on the line. Roxanne Perez versus the TNA Knockouts champion, Jordan Grace. Not only this title, but the whole ordeal of the TNA and WWE partnership. What are you guys thinking about this? And give me your picks as well. Ben, I'll let you kick us off, and then Lo, you take us where you want to go.
Yeah, so I gotta go Roxanne Perez by pinfall because I don't think they let the title change hands. But side note on this whole TNA situation for Jordan Grace, I think it's time that she goes and she takes back her apology for what she said about Chris Benoit. I think she needs to start shitting on niggas. Just be like, yo, man, I'm rubbing shoulders with the Fed. Fuck that nigga. Chris Jericho, you wanted me to apologize? Chavo Guerrero, you wanted me to apologize? I'm rubbing shoulders with the Fed. Fuck y'all. I'll piss on that nigga grave. I think that's what she needs to say. And don't acknowledge it anymore. Just say that next promo that you have on NXT. But yeah, definitely Jordan Grace. Just getting her a little, getting her shine. I'm loving it. I'm loving the whole crossover. The NXT TNA, the NXT NA jacket, all that shit was cool. I can't wait until they solidify this with a Worlds Collide pay-per-view like I've been asking for 2 years.
For 2 years.
Bang, 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 bang.
Lo, what you got for us, man? Jordan Grace, Roxanne, NXT NA.
I think, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see either one of these women losing their titles. I think that this probably ends in some type of schmaz where we get other women potentially from TNA involved. That's a very wild card prediction. I'm sure that some folks that are hearing tonight didn't expect to, but I really like the promo between them. I feel like Roxy's moment isn't over yet. Granted, Jordan is very synonymous with the TNA Knockouts title, has been for a while. I think the perfect example of a TNA Knockouts champion, everything that a TNA Knockouts champion is supposed to be, Jordynne Grace is. Right now, Roxanne Perez is the perfect example of an NXT Women's Champion. But I see the women's division, especially with this collab going on right now, with this, with this collab line between TNA and NXT, we gotta see some more folks involved. So I mean that's something I would probably like to see, some type of weird out of pocket like semi invasion, because I know we're kind of the invasion angle might not be the best thing to do right now to probably put on television.
Yeah.
But I would like to see something like that, so like some type of like NXT like knockout Nexus.
Something.
I don't know. You remember the Nexus shit and everything that entailed?
I like that shit, nigga.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Let's get some. Let's get some more of these TNA folks some plates on this show on Saturday. Let's really thank WWE for the house. Let's see what we could do at the especially in somewhere like the UFC Apex. So yeah, I don't know, but if I do have to call it, I say that definitely Roxanne Perez goes over. She's the one that goes over in this match based on who the obvious juggernaut is when it comes to this collaboration. And it's a pin that Jordynne can definitely take, and I think would to Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, if I gotta call it, that's what I would call it. But I would like to see something a bit more schmazzy, if that makes sense.
Schmazzy. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the wild card pick, man. I'm gonna go ahead and step out on a limb. I'm gonna say Jordynne Grace wins this match. I'm gonna say she takes the NXT Women's title and walks into Against All Odds next weekend, where she has announced that she's doing an open challenge for the Knockouts title. So that leaves opportunity for somebody from WWE, from NXT to come over and return the favor, maybe take that title. I don't know. But if there's more to this partnership, I would like to see Jordynne Grace pick up the win here. So I'm going to go Jordynne Grace, Juggernaut Driver, Roxy. Sorry, baby.
I like that shooter. Yeah.
Come on, Rosemary. I need Rosemary to come up over here and start kicking niggas in the face. You know what I'm saying? I love the idea of a little TNA Nexus going on. You know
Masha Slamovich or something like that.
The little Masha thing, we could bring back OBD. You know what I'm saying? Bring back the classics. You feel me? Like, why not? Fuck it. Like, yeah, I'm picking Roxanne, dog, because she's perfect. And I don't know, man. It's just something.
I like the chat. I like the chats. I like the chats. You feel me? Going in on this one right here. Ken says, "Let's get Tasha Steelz on NXT so Graham can build her a Cybertruck."
Graham about to build her a Cybertruck helicopter, nigga.
J Champ says, "Knockouts versus NXT Women's Division. Lord, if I get Tasha Steelz and Jada Parker interaction, yeah, man." That's fire. Tony says, perfect prediction, Graham. Jordynne Grace versus Tatum Paxley on a TNA PLE. I hope it's not Tatum. I need somebody with a little bit more.
It's definitely Tatum, though.
A little bit more gravitas, with a little bit more star power, with a little bit more. Like, she can be the second to come over. You feel me? But I don't know if she could be the first. You feel me?
Yo, Jordynne Grace is a Sexy Red, hard to kill. Book it.
Really? Yeah, run it up, man. That's next January. But listen, build it up, make it something. You feel me? Last thing I got for you guys, since they said TNA PLE, I think PLE is funny. What do you guys think about Swerve telling Bully Ray and them busted open niggas that, hey, this AEW, bro, we don't do PLEs, we do pay-per-views?
That shit was dumb. It's like, nigga, the goal is to be on a streaming service and to get the money from the streaming service in a new deal versus having to get like what, $100,000 off of pay-per-views. Like, nigga, ain't nobody trying to buy pay-per-views in the year of our Lord 2024. Like, bro, ain't nobody trying to do that no more. It's like, yo, you out here think you saying something real, and no disrespect to Swerve whatsoever, but that shit didn't hit the way you thought it did. It's like, yo, I don't want to spend $50. I like spending $10,
right?
Having it that, like, bro, like, you're like, hey, I guess if you want to use it as a flex and say like niggas are willing to spend that much money to see me wrestle, or if that's the way that he wants, but he didn't even spend it that way. It was just like, hey, pay-per-views over here. PLEs are stupid. Like, nah.
Ujo says, who the hell says PLEs unironically? Like, come on. I agree that
But who
I
says pay-per-views
agree.
either, though?
Listen. People that buy pay-per-views, like UFC still does pay-per-views and shit like that. Now
Niggas
it
on
is
ESPN Plus, nigga.
corporate jargon speak. You feel me? I just thought it was funny because it looked like he really got under Bully Ray's skin. He was like, call it whatever you want. Pay-per-view, PLE. I don't care. Who cares? Anyways, so you facing Will Ospreay. I was like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
That's what you want to say.
Nigga. Shut your ass up, nigga. Yeah. All right, man. I'm done, man. I'm done here. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us this long. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back next week. Same place, same time, same channel. You already know what it is, man. Stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay dangerous. Low, please, real quick, tell them about the locker room lead. Tell them where to follow you, all that shit. And let's
absolutely, my God. First and foremost, I want to thank y'all for sharing this great exclusive platform with me. I definitely appreciate it. I can't say it enough times. Before I get into any of my stuff, definitely just want to appreciate y'all. I appreciate this audience that y'all have built, and I appreciate everybody that have tuned in with us tonight. Please run this back. Yes, so the locker room lead, definitely it is commenced. It has started. Got a few things going on the channel. You know what I mean? We get in there. Definitely we try and get them numbers. I did a review of the Iron Claw. Really good stuff. If you want to check out some wrestling film stuff, recently interviewed Billy Dixon before WrestleMania week. Happy Pride Month to Billy Dixon and everybody from the community out there. Darius Lockhart interview, Tej interview. And tomorrow at lunchtime at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we will be interviewing the big flexer herself, the influencer, Miss Alexis Littlefoot, Deep South Wrestling, all of that good stuff. Lexington, Kentucky, what's going on? And on July 3, officially, we have Sir Alex Kane, the Suplex Assassin, the young man who rumbles, as I like to call him. We'll be interviewing him, talking about everything over the course of the last few years as it pertains to the Boom IA movement. That will be on July 3, the day for us before July 4th. So we're going to have a bit of, it's like a Juneteenth finale we're doing for Mr. Kane. So that's going to be a special thing. With Miss Alexis Littlefoot, we're going to be focusing a little bit on her start in this thing, right? Fourth rope wrestling, everything going on WrestleMania weekend, and just, definitely giving her flowers very early on her journey, because we think that it's about to be on the popping. So that's what's going on. Just definitely want to platform Black independent wrestling specifically. Ashe Wrestling has an event June 22nd. Go check that out. Please, again, check out that Darius Lockhart interview. And again, my name is Lorenzo Pierce, jokingly and daringly known as Low or AJ Styles P. I'm the creative culture director of the Locker Room Lead. I definitely thank Graham, Jizzle, and Ben for sharing this platform again with me. And I definitely appreciate the time that I've spent here with these gentlemen tonight. It's been very fun and the highlight of my week. Shout out to Keeks. Shout out to Graham.
Big action, man. Big action. Make sure you follow in the Locker Room Lead. Make sure you stay tapped in with my guy. Make sure you follow in the gang at the Enemies PE3 on all social media platforms. Beat us there. Don't meet us there. As for myself, I'm at Oh My God Graham, everywhere like air. You already know what it is. But Jizzle, you first, because you got the belt on your shoulder.
I am Big Match Jizzle, not medium match Jizzle, Big Match Jizzle. All right, you know what I'm saying? At that's me, _ that's me. You know what I'm saying? 2 E's. You know what I'm saying? Follow us. I had a blast.
Oh man, oh god, that's hilarious.
What the fuck?
Hey, Ben said, I don't like niggas like y'all. You feel me? I'm out. Don't follow me. Hey, he said, don't watch me, watch TV. He said, don't watch me, watch PE3. You feel me? And if you watching us live and direct, then you already know that's the Waco Kid, man. At _ the Son of Mars _ everywhere like air. Like I am myself, like we all is, you feel me? But hey, make sure you stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay dangerous, because next week we got another round of predictions, more ism to get to, and it's gonna be a time, man. So until then, though, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll holla. Be easy.
Peace, y'all.
Oh, man. Brotherly love for show.
You already.